Everybody, it's the biggest, longest Cyberwatch ever. Is Cyberpunk 2077 a real game? What's in it? And most of all, when will we get to play it? We got release date speculations because everyone's Google searching that. Join us, Cyberpunks, for a deep dive into what might be considered the biggest RPG ever on the cybernetically enhanced bowl of dude soup. Thank you, and stay tuned.
There it is. There's the intro. I wonder if they can hear us. I always wonder if they can hear us.
I think so. Yeah, if Homer's not muting the mics, they absolutely can.
Why are we so
that'd be a lot of switching. Too much.
Make it, I don't watch it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not a masochist.
This episode's brought to you by 3 sponsors. We got Burrow, Movement, and Blue Apron. Burrow sells customized luxury couches over the internet. You can go customize your own Burrow and get $75 off your order by going to burrow.com/dude. You can get 15% off your Movement order today with free shipping and free returns at movement.com/dudesoup. And you can check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals for free at blueapron.com/soup. Thank you, sponsors. Hear more from them later. All right, it's time for the biggest Cyberwatch ever.
This is what Lawrence had been waiting for months.
Years.
He's justified, though.
I'm waiting to play the game, to be the game. This is just talking about the game.
This will never be enough.
Thank you, Omar.
Playing the Cyberwatch better.
Definitely keep that button warm. You're gonna have to hit that a lot, man. Like a lot.
Please get some more actual work done.
All right, everyone, lavish your attention and your praise upon me because I sat.
Why upon you?
Yeah, why praise?
You didn't do anything.
I sat in an auditorium for an hour.
It's like an ambassador.
With how many other people?
Like 50, and watched a dude play a video game. So I'm a hero, and you will all now treat me as such. Thank you.
He did it.
I did it.
We fell asleep in the Witcher 3 one.
That's not our fault.
No, we were jet lagged.
This is jet lagged, and Chris Roberts put us to bed before that.
It's like, we're going to be distributing nice, warm Witcher blankets to promote the game.
They also gave us a little corner spot where we could put our head against the wall.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's so dark.
It looked good. We're like, this is really cool.
That was really nice. Sorry.
That's okay.
I know you didn't fall asleep in the Cyberpunk
No,
one.
absolutely not. I was wrapped and also just crammed in. It was the last demo of E3, so I think a lot of people are pulling strings to get in there.
Yeah.
It was a packed house, wall to wall. But first of all, considering that we have to title the podcast a certain way to get people to click on it, speculation about release date.
2035.
Could be.
No.
We always make
Are we all just speculating?
If you want, you can all throw out your stuff. Basically, having seen the game and with my own gaming mind,
Humanized.
laser focused upon it, I have a guess based on how CD Projekt goes and how long they take to make games like this and stuff like that. No. So I'm going to say it and put my chips
Well, you
down
should
on
say last.
Okay,
You
all
have
right.
the most
He's the
information.
smartest.
Yeah.
We're wildly speculating.
All right.
It's more fun.
wild speculation. Also, it buys us more watch time on YouTube. You got to drag it out. Keep watching.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
what do you guys
random.
think?
What was the board game called? Was it Cyberpunk 2020 or 2030?
It was pen and paper, but it was 2020, I believe.
I think that's when it's coming out.
I think you're probably right.
I'm
That's a
almost
good guess,
positive they're
Adam.
going to be like.
That's a good guess.
One, they're like, it'll be done when it's done, but then also as a little nod, as they say in the movie details community, it will come out in 2020, but end of the year,
You know what shareholders love most? Easter eggs. I'm gonna go way earlier than that. I'm gonna go holiday 2019.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be amazing.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, yeah. I don't know.
They should. James is right. They should push this as fast as they possibly can because they've got a lot of hype around it right now.
They're just gonna show it at one more E3 and then it's gonna come out.
Oh my gosh, it'd be amazing.
It's going to get delayed. Witcher got delayed a bunch, right?
I don't remember.
I thought it got delayed at least once or twice.
Here's the twist. It's going to come out and people are going to say, this is not a complete game. This is not full. And then they're going to really quick rally and say, well, there's more coming. We're working on the DLC.
Wow, that'd be amazing. I would love to see that in 2019. I thought for sure it'd be like 2020 or 2021.
But you guys know me on this channel. I'm kind of an optimist.
It was delayed, you're right.
Yeah.
How much?
Witcher 3 was delayed from Q4 2014 to February 2015. Missed that, and
that's
then
not
came
that
out summer 2015.
Oh, there you go. So delayed a year.
About a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know that dude who was kind of hanging out at the booth all day. He's like the grandfather of Cyberpunk. He's the guy who made the game. I forget the guy's name. He's
just looked
a
it
cool
up. I know
guy.
who you're talking about.
He looks super cool in all the photos. His name's Parzival. He said, he put out like a tweet. He's like, listen, I've been waiting 30 years for this game to come out. You guys can wait a few more. So
Mike
it's like,
Pondsmith.
Yeah, Mike Pondsmith. That's it.
All right, Lawrence.
Yeah.
The smartest of us all. tell us when the game is coming out.
I think Adam's completely right. Based on the state that I saw the game, it was pre-alpha right now, but yeah, I want to say summer 2020 sounds right to me. I didn't even think about it being based on Cyberpunk 2020. That makes sense.
Was it all just player models floating around?
No, it's well beyond that. Game demos can be deceiving, and I was trying to keep an eye out for that. How much of this looks like it's rigidly scripted? How much are they cheating? And I guess we can get into it.
Well, wait.
So
I'm proud of us all for not making the 2077 release date joke.
Ah.
I really appreciate that nobody made that
It is-
joke. Yeah, great job, guys.
Wait, I will say though, it is scary how close we're getting to that year.
Yeah, I know.
I look at it like, it's my fifth
Are you
year.
going to be alive in 2077?
I've been thinking about that a lot, and I think so.
All right. Well, then there's the answer.
Doctor, I think I'll be alive.
All right. Okay. Well, you're going to be alive.
Your
then.
heart's failing.
Yeah, he's about to write the prescription.
Whatever.
Sure, whatever.
Slap it out of his hand. I got video games to play.
I thought about it. I'm gonna live.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
So
wait and see attitude.
here's basically how this is going to work. I'll lightly narrate things, and to you, the audience, and to you guys sitting at this table, I'm sure you've already heard accounts of this demo multiple times, especially if you're a fan. So I don't want this to be another retread of the same ideas and the same facts. I'll just rattle through the bits and pieces of the demo, and then if I'm going to spend a lot of time on anything, it'll just be what I read between the lines or what you guys ask.
Sure.
Also, if you're in chat right now, if you're a first member, feel free to ask questions, and I'll source from there as well. So hopefully, in between all of that, there will be new information contained within that you haven't heard yet, or if you just want to spend more vicarious time with Cyberpunk, the ghost of a game, this is how to do it too. All right, so presentation opened with the character creator. You play V, male or female.
Wait, did you create a character?
No, they basically went through some screens that were kind of a hybrid between what looked like rigid mock-ups of character creation and had some interactivity.
Got it.
Some of the beats from character creation, you can be male or female. You assign stats, but there's no explicit classes. Those come based on how you play. So whatever skills you put in, whatever cyber upgrades you get, basically dictate your
Cybernetic
abilities.
implants, Lawrence.
Yes,
Augments.
right.
Augments.
Dogs.
Oh, that's cool.
No, that's Deus Ex. You gotta watch it.
It actually is.
One of the interesting things I thought, this reminded me a bit of Dragon Age Origins, was there's some boxes to sort of just set up the loose backbeats of your character, like what event brought them to Night City. Some examples are unfinished business, ex-lover in town, something to prove. Just like little snippets of a phrase that sort of flesh out the background of your character.
They're just normal, they're a normal person. They're not like a hero yet.
You're a cyberpunk. So, I mean, it's dumb to say, but that
Anything
is...
but normal.
So in the world of Cyberpunk, to broaden it out a bit, there's no law, there's no real society. It's just a bunch of corporations fighting each other for domination of society. And then the lower caste that basically just fucks around and there's really no police, because who cares? As long as you don't infringe on the interests of a corporation, no one gives a fuck if you live or die.
That's the vibe I got, where it's I like that sort of setting, the lawless land, as long as you don't piss off Walmart or whatever. You just see cars pulling up, gunning down a bunch of people, and everyone's like, all right, go about it, which is kind of weird how, in a way, we're heading towards that anyway. We're like, well, Domino's did fill in that pothole, so cool.
Shit, yeah, you're right.
Thanks.
That's a good thing, though.
I mean, you're right.
See? And then you see one of those Domino's delivery vans pull up and then blow someone away.
But I won't say that
because they said Pizza Hut was cool. Which side will you be on in the Pizza Wars, Bruce?
Taco Bell.
Always talk about that's a Pizza Hut side, by the way. Pepsi.
What?
That's Pepsi.
Yeah. Because in
PepsiCo?
the European version of Demolition Man, all the Taco Bells were Pizza Huts.
That's right.
So I guess to your original question, who are you and what is your motivation?
Yeah.
You're a nobody.
You're a dude,
trying to
yeah.
make your means in this world of lawlessness. So Scarface vibes, Grand Theft Auto vibes for sure. The trailer kind of set it out. It's a city of dreams and I'm a dreamer.
It's first person though, right?
Yes.
So I guess but you see yourself in a cutscene?
You see yourself. You see part of yourself in dialogue. There's the two
Okay.
camera shots, and then you see yourself in your stat screen and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you kind of touched on something. There are people who are very mad that they can't switch between first and third person. I think because they want to see their avatars. And,
It's also the guys who made Witcher, which the whole game is in third person. So I just assumed you would want to see your cool character.
Well, it's a first-person shooter, though, right?
yeah,
So
there's a lot of gunplay.
So the argument over that, the upset over that, I kind of understand, and I think it stems from a fear that if it's first person, you all of a sudden have less access to some of that world. Third person games generally are games about access. You can get in everything, you can touch everything, you can go anywhere and do stuff like that. Where first person just have a tendency to be more linear and stuff like that. So it's like, maybe you'll answer in the demo, but like that sweet ass car from the trailer, can you drive it?
Yeah, that's your car.
Okay, and you just drive it?
Yeah.
Just in
you
first
free drive
person.
it around the entire city, in first person or third person.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so driving can be both.
Yeah.
When you're on your feet, it's all first person.
Okay. Yeah. I think those are the concerns that people have.
Sure.
That they're like, I'm going to get all this cool shit, but it's just going to take me through this world,
Yeah.
as opposed to me being able to exist in it like I would exist in San Andreas or something.
Did anybody ask the question, can you switch to third person while like in first person
You can't.
in the demo? Did they say you just can't do it?
Yeah, it's not in the game spec. Like, you're not going to be able to do that.
And they said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
The
not
reason I asked-
explicitly, but they said it's going to be a first person game multiple times.
Interesting. Because the reason I asked is because of like Skyrim. So Skyrim's first person, basically. Most of the time you're in first person. You can switch to third person in Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But nobody ever does. It's very rare that
I
happens.
think it's nice, like, if you ever want to like look at your character and do a pan around and be like, oh yeah, I earned that armor. I want to at least see it instead of just in your gauntlets or
Probably
whatever.
have a photo mode or something.
Well, and that's
Probably, they must.
kind of what I'm wondering is that like eventually they're on the way to like building that in. I don't know that they.
I think someone will mod it. My fear is that it would just look like Mirror's Edge in third person. You ever see that where like her arms are doing
Yeah.
this and stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You might just be chicken man or woman.
I'll speak from my personal opinion. I thought it was cool that it was first person because like The Witcher immediately, like James said, it like turns me off to it because I'm like, oh great, hundreds of hours of gameplay and I can go anywhere and do anything. I'll never play this game.
Scary.
Yeah, like I don't have the hours to put in, and I know not everybody's like me, but at the same time, when I saw that it was first person, I was like, cool. This sounds like something I could maybe just jump into, play a few hours, and then bail.
Yeah.
It probably isn't because it's CD Projekt Red, so there's probably got thousands of hours of gameplay.
It's like based on a tabletop pen and paper game.
But it
so.
feels to me like it's maybe more accessible for me, somebody who likes first person.
I think it's completely up for debate, but there's something that combat sometimes feels cooler in third person. Like first person shooters are exciting. We know they are. People love to play them. But something about like dodging and like if there's like executions or takedowns, like those things
true.
happen in third person generally. And there are first person games which know they're cool, like Halo, where they'll pull out to third person to show you those takedowns, and you're like, oh, like that's cool too. I don't know.
Even Deus Ex.
Yeah, it
games,
has,
they
like,
have
the-
those takedowns.
Well,
Yeah, it has takedowns. It also has stealth in third person.
Yeah, I was
Whenever you go to
everything
cover,
pulls
the
out
camera
when
switches
you're
out.
undercover. So I don't know.
That's why I'm wondering.
I trust them to know what is
yeah.
best for the game that they're making.
There
But I
are-
do understand why people are like, but does this mean I'm not going to get this already cool thing that I've imagined for this game that has basically been mystified?
There are combat mechanics that play really well in first person.
Like what?
Well, I guess I don't have to run through it chronologically.
Wall runs.
There are wall runs.
What?
What, are you
There's
so
cybernetic
shocked?
implants.
I didn't think there'd actually be wall. I thought it would just be straight.
You got cybernetic legs. You do whatever you want.
I didn't think there was
We
gonna be any-
played Blade
I
Net.
can do
Remember
one
we played
better,
Blade
man.
Net?
There's wall runs, and you can get the blade arms
blade
from the
arms?
trailer.
Uh-huh.
You can wall run, stick into the wall, perch, and then drop on someone and just like carve them up.
I guess we do live in an age with I can't remember what the name of it is. There's two of them, Dishonored. Where you are like people could argue that should have been a third person game,
That's first
but it's first person and it's pretty intense. Though I could never get into the combat.
But it was,
I know
it was
it's
cool watching people have played the game
Yeah.
that were
Yeah.
good at it.
Yeah.
Like teleporting, stabbing
I
somebody,
knew it was
teleporting,
a
shooting a gun.
problem with me. Yeah.
shoot a bullet in the air and then it hits their head.
That was so cool.
There's some cool shit in Cyberpunk. So here, I'll get back into it. All right. So you roll your character. You're just some nameless asshole V in Night City, which is in the Free State of Northern California. I guess they've separated from the United States, whatever.
Just like real world.
Yeah, exactly. 6 districts in the city center, the corporate dystopia Watson, luxurious Westbrook. I mean, it does seem like it's kind of broken out like Grand Theft Auto. The scene opens, you just have like a shit job. There are gangs that like abduct people and harvest their implants and sell them on the black market. Of course. One of those people actually had like a medical contract out on themselves. So if you ever get fucked with, this corporation will come in, like shoot everyone and save you, except that their transponders being blocked by a virus. Like this, it's all very 80s sci-fi. So you as just some asshole with a gun, they're like, whatever, here's 50 credits, go in and save them. So you go in and you shoot up just a bunch of gang members, and that's like the first combat they showed. You take a hit off an inhaler that like gives you temporary stat boosts and temporary abilities, and that was manifested in like these slow motion quick dodges. So if somebody's shooting at you, you could like whoosh, and then you'd see all the bullets kind of like fly by. And then you could like shoot some bullets and cue them up on people, and then when time restored, they'd all hit. And everyone
Your analogy of Dishonored sounds even more appropriate now.
I think Dishonored is a pretty good relationship, except
haven't-
with like fully automatic
That's
guns.
steampunk, and this is cyberpunk.
It's just punk.
Punky punk punk.
Yeah.
That was a punk.
So you kill all the stupid gang members. You go in with a buddy who's like this like Hispanic dude with a samurai cut. You actually see him in the trailer. And speaking of, there actually is a lot of things in the trailer that were in the gameplay demo. That trailer has a lot of different scenes
Is the
in
dude
it.
sitting on the bench holding the gun?
Yes, and
Okay.
also the guy, same dude who is here. Let me pull it up.
What about
Same-
the robo assassins in the back of that cab?
They didn't show up.
Oh, that was so cool.
Well, there's the thing that I know.
Oh yeah, that's the one shot. So
That's
we're
what I know.
we're watching a gameplay of Snatcher in the background because it is also Cyberpunk. So let me see here. Let's see if I can scrub through and find it.
Yeah, actually, it would be helpful to have this playing for me, because
on
I've only
loop?
seen it a couple of times.
Oh really?
I was.
Well, he's not you, Lawrence.
That's just so shocking.
I'd like to
Okay, so-
watch this while it's playing.
This scene right here is actually is like a variant of what happened in the demo. So yeah, there's a skyrise. That is the medical corp, and they just fucking open fire. And this is the dude you go in with. His name is Jackie. So in the version that they played in the game, you go in, you shoot all the gang members, you extract the person who. Oh yeah, I'll just hear it. Let me put it
Have
on
it
loop.
loop it.
You go and you extract the person who had the contract out. There was like a virus blocking their transponder. You unblock it, so the corporation's like, okay, we found them. Let's come and get them. You have to like pull this girl out of a bathtub full of ice and carry her out to a window so the flying car can actually pick her up. And the whole while there's this like gross titty in view, which is like awesome because tits are
Gross
great.
titty.
Well, it's
Euphemism.
Sounds like oxymoron.
No.
I think they open with that to kind of show how everyone is meat in this universe.
Got it.
Like there is no sexuality. Nudity is nudity. We're all just gross.
Wasn't that that thing they said? They said there's nudity in the game, but it's for an important reason or something like that. That was like their.
It was
you're right.
dehumanizing.
Get boners.
Yeah. I mean, there were a number of moments in the demo that sort of are really good tone setters, and that was a good one. So you carry her out to the ledge. This medical corp sweeps in. They like staple this defibrillator to her and yank her away.
They show that in the trailer. Yeah.
Oh, they do? Oh, yeah, they do. That's from that too. It's crazy because there are a number of scenes in this that are that dude is your like
go, yeah.
a number one homie.
Yeah.
There's a number of scenes in this that come from the gameplay demo or are different versions of what happened in the gameplay demo, which is weird. Yeah, no, that's
so
that's
cool.
just cool as hell. So you successfully complete your mission, and that goes in, and then your character V goes on like a 3-day fuck drink bender, basically with her cash, because they chose to play as female in the demo. It goes to black, it comes up, and she's like kicking some dude out of her apartment, and then Jackie contacts you saying like, hey, I got a lead on like a good fixer. Fixers are people who just like fix problems. So they offer contracts out to their stable of mercenaries. If you have a problem you want fixed, you go to a fixer, they hire people to do it for you, and those people go out and get shot and get killed just because they want some money. All right, so so you're in your cyber apartment, they poke around there for a bit, they play some music, they like buy a soda from like the vending machine in the wall. You put on your cool Cyberpunk jacket, which gives you street cred, which is one of the stats in the game. The gear you put on makes you look cooler, and the cooler you look, you get more access to like vendors, different missions. If you just look legit in the streets, that's part of the game.
I'm not okay with how much this reinforces Lawrence's twisted worldview.
A lot, apparently. Yeah, the entire
Guys,
thing.
long leather jackets are cool.
They open doors for you.
Yeah. See the stats.
You guys, I knew where the world was heading. And you
Well,
wouldn't listen to me.
You knew where
'Cause
the
you read a book.
the video game world was headed.
This is where the world's heading. I'm gonna get a cool jacket with a lot of blinky lights on it.
See, he says cool, but it's actually just a jacket.
So that was mostly the demo. Was just the one mission.
No,
Oh, okay.
that was the intro.
Fuck.
So you go outside. This is like we're like 5 minutes in, by the way. So you walk outside, and this is when they start talking about basically the world of the game. You're in this like mega structure, which is like from Dread, and it has its own ecology inside that building. So you walk around. They show some scenes that you see in the trailer. There's that dude like boxing the cyborg. That's just a thing you walk by. There's a lot of different like street vendors, people playing basketball, cyber life happening. It's kind of cool. It's just like the resolution of the world is really high and it's very dense with stuff. And that's when it's like, man, there's like soda ads and like noodle stuff, and each one of them is unique and very well done. And that's one of those things where in a game of that scope, I was curious if they'd been putting in the man hours to actually flesh it out with all the assets you need, and it seems like they are.
Well, it's like what GTA does. I mean, like that's what this looks like to me. The more and more that I hear people describe it, is because the trailer. I was like, when I watched the trailer, I was like, cool cinematics. That's neat. What does the game look like? It sounds like the game is close to the trailer. Is that true?
As far as I can tell,
The more that I watch this, the more I'm like, this is a video game.
When it said game engine footage,
Yeah.
I went, all right, that's a brave claim.
It is.
Well, it reminded me of the trailers for GTA games.
Yes, yeah.
Where it's like there's no way it's gonna feel that way, and you play it, and it's pretty close.
It's close.
you know, and the world is pretty much spot on.
Yep.
Like,
No, it's totally true.
well, it's GTA with a stat system, with like the ability to approach missions in different ways, sort of hybridizing GTA and Deus Ex. Because GTA, it's like go shoot the man, and you have to go shoot him. You get to choose like what gun and sometimes how you do it. Like I'm gonna drive up here, but other times it's just run through the building and shoot everything, which isn't bad. It's fun. But this is more like you can bypass or circumvent entire sections of the game by talking to the right people at the right time, doing the right thing. And there is a main mission that starts later. So you walk around you walk around the building, you go downstairs. They had this cool like title thing baked into when you walk outside for the first time, and there's just loads of crowds. And that's like the only graphical glitch that I could find is sometimes two AI would walk through each other, but whatever, man.
They're getting there.
There were like 50 people walking around at once.
Yeah, they're getting there.
But yeah, but like, could you whip a gun out at that point? Not that you know, but like, and just
them all
start
down?
shooting at
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
It's hard to say. Probably, maybe. Like all the NPCs had little like labels over their head when you looked at them, and it was like slacker or like rocker boy, which is another fucking cyberpunk thing. So I think the AI people that they populate in the world, they just describe like an AI behavior to them. And they said there's like a day-night cycle, and that the AI also follows the day-night cycle. So
Well, I would assume it's like, I mean, if it's like GTA, they're police. So as soon as you gun down 3 or 4 people,
Or corporations.
I don't think there's
corporate-
police.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's got to keep you in check, I would imagine, right? No?
there's a
If you kill the
building
wrong
that says
person,
PD in the trailer.
it's probably corporate PD.
Yeah.
So if you killed anyone that worked for that corporation, they might come after you.
Right, yeah.
But if you just kill anyone, I don't think anyone gives a shit.
NCPD.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, NCPD.
Yeah, I guess.
It's probably
Night
like
City.
It's like RoboCop or whatever, where it's like a privatized
Yeah.
police force.
But I just, in terms of game mechanics, I imagine that somebody, like, you can't just gun down 50 people and be like, oh, walk away, you know, like.
I'm curious to see their take on it.
Yeah.
Since they're probably not in a rush to be like GTA. 'Cause
Yeah.
There already is a GTA out there,
Yeah.
but
That's true.
there's going to be some comparisons, I'm sure.
I am curious because like your dude Jackie, your boy. If you just like try and gun him down, what happens?
Right.
Do you get a game over? Does it just lock out most of the game? I mean, in Witcher 3, you could kill important NPCs and it would just erase whole quest chains, but you could keep playing. I don't think you could prevent the end of the game from happening, but you could kill off a large chunk of it. So yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what happens if you just open fire in a crowded city place.
I don't think they know right now.
Maybe
They
they
probably
don't.
have an idea, but if the game is still, 1.5 to 2 years away, yeah, who knows if that's even a thing they're thinking about. They're probably just trying to get the thing done.
Cyparasis in chat. NC stands for Night City, yeah, because that's the name of the city.
Right.
Because it's cool.
Do they give a reason why they showed everything during the day? Not that I have a problem with it. I just know a lot of people who are like Cyberpunk and Vaporwave types that are like,
Yeah, it's all night and raining.
I want neon. Where's neon? Because Blade Runner and stuff like that. Like, I thought it was cool they picked daytime because I was like, oh yeah, you typically don't see Cyberpunk during the day.
Well, it was this weird combination. So you're right. People conflate Cyberpunk with noir because Blade Runner was noir and Cyberpunk, so people think they're the same thing,
Right.
which is fine. But Cyberpunk can still happen during the day. I think they showed it during the day because they wanted to get people used to it early, and also to show that the game has a day-night cycle, which is something that I think will be important based on, there might be certain missions where you're like, well, I don't want to go into this part of town at night because this particular gang is going to be roaming around. All right, so you meet with your boy. He's got a connection to a fixer. His name is Dexter Deshawn. You go to him. It's this dude in a limo with a chromed out robot arm, smoking a cigar. You get in, and then the car starts driving around while he's briefing you on what he wants you to do, which is pretty cool. Just like openly driving around the city. He basically wants you to pass a test to become one of his mercenaries, like in his stable. All you have to do is go get a spider bot from this from the Psycho Gang.
Is that the one they're showing in the trailer?
No.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I don't think they show the Psycho Gang in the trailer. So the gang is like, they're super into tech and body mods. So they basically, half their face is just metal. And because they're enemies, they glow red. But they're really creepy looking when you eventually get there. So he basically says, hey, pass this test and then I'll start giving you more work. This is the whole like almost GTA aspect of you start with like shit level jobs and you work your way up the criminal empire or whatever.
Gotcha.
So you get out of the car, and that's when they show the open driving. So that's when you drive around that car. They're on freeways and stuff, just going wherever they want. They get attacked by a van full of thugs, and the implication was that you busted into this gang's hideout, shot up a bunch of dudes, so now they're sending other dudes after you while you're just commuting around in the open world. So she told Jackie to take the wheel, leaned out of the window, and started shooting while she was driving. Like bodies were falling out. They ran over one while they were like chasing. It was pretty cool. To me, that implies that the long-lasting, like the world implications of your decisions will be certain factions will get mad at you, and they'll just deploy NPCs to come and shoot at you when you're in the open world.
It's again like Skyrim, where like you
Yeah.
build up reputation, and if you have a bad reputation in a city and you walk into the city, then that corporation will realize you're there, and they'll be like, all right, get him, and they'll shoot you
Right.
down or whatever.
Which, I think could lead to really interesting scenarios where you're gonna fuck over someone, and you have to choose who you're gonna fuck over, like who's gonna be more annoying to deal with later.
Right.
But as far as the variance, like the story effect you can have, I think that's mostly contained within specific quest sequences. So for this quest, you're told go get a spider bot. You can do that any number of ways. At least that's what they say, and it is all down to them putting in the time, the man hours to beta test everything and make sure it all works. So then the demo presenter did a kind of a. So first they go to a Ripper dock to install upgrades, and this is to show how you progress in the game. You get credits, you get street cred, and then you can buy like parts for your body. So V got a new cyber eye, and then like a palm upgrade that lets you use specific guns to bypass ID checks and stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah, basically. So it's like they have these baked like universe justifications for game mechanics. Once you got the eye installed, then you got an ammo readout. Whereas before it was just shooting until it's empty.
So you have no HUD until
Exactly.
you get an
total
upgrade
sense.
for a HUD. That's awesome.
And that lets you zoom your vision, it lets you scan targets and like see what they're holding and stuff like that.
That's rad.
And then the palm implant lets you use different guns. So it's like, okay, you can use new guns, you get new abilities. It was pretty cute.
Shooter-wise, how did it feel? So like, I guess like on a scale, so there are like really tight shooters like Doom or Overwatch or something where it's like, or CSGO where it's like very tight. And then there's like more floaty shooters like a Killzone.
Fallout's like that.
Yeah, Fallout feels very.
Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny can be a little clunky. What did it look like? Was it like they were playing with a controller, probably, right? Because someone was driving the demo,
yeah,
right?
and controllers are better for camera. Yeah, it was. It looked like it was controller.
Okay.
That's a good question. I think it's largely driven by stats. So I think when your like stats are low, you have wobbly aim. Because in the very intro, when they busted in and shot all these gang members, it was just like a pistol, and it was just kind of spray bullets until they die, and it was like hit somebody and a number pops out kind of thing. But then later,
was it just like him holding the gun like this, and then like he aimed down sights and did that?
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just the straight up shooting, like pretty typical first person shooter. Like I want to say Borderlands is probably a good comparison because I think Borderlands bakes in some like RPG fuzz into the guns. A sniper rifle is going to shoot right in the middle of the reticle, but an SMG is going to spray.
Okay.
And later later near the end of the combat section, which is coming up, they talk about all the different things that they could do, like all the different ways you can play. So they describe like a one-man army style, which is basically like RoboCop. Stack up on armor, big guns. You just walk through everything and shoot everyone around you.
Sure.
And then they describe like ninja style, which is you're stealthy and you use melee weapons. You stab into walls and like take people out one at a time. I think in regards to tightness of shooting, I think that goes down to what gun you use and how you specialize your stats.
Okay.
I think you probably could make it a twitch shooter if you spec your character that way, but there will probably be trade-offs in that you may not have a lot of health.
Okay.
Or like there are social conversation options you don't get because you went with these upgrades instead.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's my read on it. Because they showed a lot of cool guns later. Like when they neared the end of the demo, they're like, okay, well, you wouldn't have this stuff yet, but we want to show it off. So they started doing that. So you take your quests, you get your upgrades, and then they called a corporate representative, a Militech rep. I don't know exactly. I must have missed a connecting thread. I don't know how V got this person's contact info, but they just dialed this person up on the phone. They say, hey, I'd like to meet. So they arrange a meeting, and this happened like without prompting. The game wasn't like, hey, you can call this person if you want. They were just like, well, we know they're connected to this, so I'm gonna go call them. I think the fixer dropped that like this like Militech's convoy had been raided by this gang, so I think that was where the connection was. So you call them and you say, hey, by the way, I'm gonna raid this gang hideout. Maybe we can kill two birds with one stone. You roll up.
One bird with two stones.
What did I say?
You said two birds with one stone, which is the right.
Oh.
But it sounds like
Two
they're
birds, two
doing
stones.
2 stones, 1 bird.
Oh.
Let's team up to take out one thing.
I think you're right, yeah. So you go and meet with them right away. You get pistol whipped and like thrown to the ground. Like, who the fuck are you? Did you come alone? And your dude is like providing backup. And there's all these options of like, you can tell him to open fire. You can try and grab the gun. You can pull your own gun. Like, it gives you all these options.
Just options like this.
Yeah, there's moments where the dialogue will like freeze, and yeah, you get like
And they're like action moments though.
yeah,
Cool.
So you walk up and talk, and then you're like, hey, how's it going? And then boom, like the camera shakes, and you're just on the ground, and there's like 2 dudes pointing guns at you, and somebody standing over you screaming at you, and you're like looking up, and yeah, you get to pick dialogue options. There wasn't really like. In moments like that, it can get weird when it's like there's a scene of intensity, but then everything stops to wait for you to decide what to do. So that kind of happened. There were times where the speaker was talking, and then there were like barks coming out from the NPC. Like, who are you? Tell me who you are, like that kind of thing.
But that's sort of the D20 aspect of it, right? The D&D sort of like you're in a situation. Rather than being like someone pulled a gun on you, shoot him. It kind of gives you creative ways of dealing with it, which is I think that's more than like most games do. I think
That's an RPG. I mean, like that's what they design. That's what they make. So I would assume that it's got some RPG elements, which makes sense.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's the idea. So now we're meeting with the Militech rep, and everything's high tension, which means we need to take a break and relax on a custom luxury couch from Burrow. Yes, this podcast is sponsored by Burrow. Thank you, Burrow, for the sponsorship. There are many services that ship quality products to you through the internet, and Burrow is solving that couch problem. I know that you've wished that you could deck out your entire house through the internet. Now you can. So Burrow sells sofas, love seats, couches, chairs. Match your style by selecting the color, the armrest height, the size, leg color. You basically get to pick from all these options and customize it. Shipping is fast and free, which is really cool considering that if you've ever bought a couch, they like to charge you for shipping because it arrives on a big-ass truck. I think Burrow, there's some light assembly, but it's like IKEA style essentially. It's just like tabs go into tabs and it locks into place.
Cool.
You can also enjoy 30 days on your Burrow risk-free, or try out Burrow at one of their partner showrooms today. It's a pretty cool service. Man, back in the day, I remember the very first time I bought a couch. I went to a showroom, bought it, took it home, and then promptly jumped off of a table and broke it. I was watching White Man Can't Jump, and I got really excited. And I was like, well, I am going to jump. So I pulled up a coffee table and dove into it.
That's, tales as old as time.
Bit of a sidetrack there. But if I had bought it off the internet, I would have been able to do that much faster. But yeah, you can basically find something that matches your color scheme, your style, your fit, your height, whatever you want. Do that all online. You don't have to talk to anyone because talking to people is rapidly getting outdated thanks to wonderful video games that let us live in other universes. Customize your own Burrow and get $75 off your order by going to burrow.com/dude. That's BURROW.com/dude, or DUDE. For $75 off your purchase, Burrow makes the luxury couch for real life. So you're gonna want that already. You're gonna want that ready for your ass cheeks when Cyberpunk comes out, because you're not gonna be getting up much.
You know that Burrow may be the first couch I ever buy. I've never bought a couch. Clap for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't use the word hero every day.
Hey, I've been recycling couches. I've been helping out.
The
I've been
environment?
saving the environment.
Yeah.
That's what
There's
it
a lot
is.
of termites living in there.
Those old couches.
The old termie, you're gonna have to talk with them, guys.
Sorry.
We've been through a lot.
Where will we go?
Well, they're like, we understand. Kill me.
They don't want to live there. It's just so much cum.
I've never come on that couch once.
Really?
Oh, maybe I have. I don't know.
Is this the couch that the woman
She period bled on.
period
Yes,
it
that's
all
true.
over?
That happened years and years
Well, that has
ago.
to be still visible, right? There's no way you scrub that
it
out.
may be, but we got a dry clean. Well, she got a dry
The thing is, you just cover the rest of the couch to match. So
Just
like
smear
you
it
don't
around.
like a stain looks bad.
But you stain everywhere.
You just stain
Yeah.
the whole thing. You ask her to come back next week.
Or just
Get
like
it?
all her gymnast friends. just like it's a pommel horse. Go to town.
No, because gymnasts don't get their periods.
I thought they break their hymen on like during gymnastics.
You do realize the hymen does not have any correlation to getting your period, right?
Well, how's the blood going to get out of
blood.
that? Still
There
there.
may be some blood though.
Yeah.
Nope.
Wait, there's a bunch of men talking about women right now.
I'm just saying, you want female blood on the couch.
But I'm just saying gymnasts, because of their low body fat percentage
They don't
and
get their
strenuous
period.
exercise, don't get their periods.
They have big heads. I know that.
This
They
is
do,
one
it's
of those
true.
things that I got an idea for you guys.
Okay.
Bit of a mind freak, if you will.
Yeah.
Don't have to hit the button, Omar, but you can if you want. Wouldn't stop you.
There's a button for Mind Freak.
Yeah.
It's basically I just almost painted my head over Chris Angel.
Wait, did you say not to hit the button?
Up to you, man.
He said up to you, which means hit it. Yeah, there you go. You just wrote your name over. I love it.
Okay, so you've seen dogs like scoot across the carpet, right, to scratch their ass.
Yeah, Benson did this morning.
I know, it was wonderful. Have you ever seen a menstruating woman like palm drag across a ground and leave a streak? Because I
Why?
feel like, I don't know, art?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it's happened, yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Don't want to get into the business of correlating women to dogs.
Oh, I didn't do that at all.
No,
Bruce,
he's-
why did you do
No,
that?
artists to dogs.
Why did you let that woman period
Also,
on your
men
couch?
could do that too, because when you wipe yourself too much, you bleed, and then you could just.
You'd also use
Everyone.
shit.
I think. I mean,
You could
this
just use
goes
poop.
beyond the male-female
I've
thing.
been bleeding a lot lately when I wipe my ass.
Has an artist ever injected his urethra with paint and then urinated it out onto
Absolutely.
a canvas?
Yes, someone has to have.
I think there's a way to do that where you put food coloring into your.
In your balls where pee is?
No, you drink it,
Oh.
and then it goes through your system,
Ah.
and then you can pee it out.
Oh, you just get a Slurpee at 7-Eleven. That'll do that.
Will it change your?
What DJ says, I saw that before, it was indeed for art. We did it.
Well, there's the story.
guessed art.
There's the story of the human decanter. I think it was a friend told me about that one.
What, somebody's peeing in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
person?
No, I know what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Well, it was a friend of his. Went to the doctor. He kept getting UTIs. Like, well, what's your job? He's like, well, I'm a human decanter.
Oh.
And I'm like, what does that entail? He's like, well, I go to a club or whatever, and then they fill my dick with wine.
You've heard this story, right, James?
And I walk around, and then they go, what kind is it tonight? And he's like, oh, it's the red 76. And they're like, perfect. And then he
Pees it out.
Well, it's got to be pressurized if it's going to go up and fill up your bladder, right?
We don't know.
Also,
was-
you have to be thoroughly dehydrated.
I'm
otherwise
two
piss is
steps-
going to get in
I'm
there.
two
Who's
steps from-
confused? You should go to the doctor and go, I'm a human decanter, something's wrong with my body.
There's something's wrong with
Like,
my
for
life,
the
my
doctor to go,
mind.
I think that might be the problem. It seems
Yeah.
absurd.
And he's like, you've been eating asparagus? Maybe that's it.
Wouldn't it be easier to just have a tube next to your dick so you get all the glory of piss?
That's not.
That's
that's
not
not
at
dick,
all the
though.
same
That's
thing.
that's
Yeah.
that's a lie.
and it would come out body temperature. Who wants like 98-degree wine?
Some wine is relatively warm, I would imagine, right?
No, it's
Piss
either
wine.
chilled or room
You
temperature.
don't drink cold wine, do you?
Yeah.
Everyone
wine.
knows
White
you drink
wine.
piss
Not
wine
red
at
wine,
room
though.
No. Red wine is
Red wine's
served-
room
Body is not
temperature.
room though.
98.6 degrees is the temperature of that wine.
I just want that heat rising from it.
That bouquet.
God.
I love mulled
What's
wine.
it? I'm 2 steps removed from this story, so it was like a friend of a friend who was like, yeah, so I heard this story. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking
Never
with
happened.
me. Like, it's an urban legend that like I'm starting.
I love it.
Basically.
I love it.
I don't know.
It sounds real. If it's made up, it's probably been done. Like if somebody
it's
imagined it-
absolutely been done.
Everything that could be done has been done.
Yeah.
Including
Doesn't mean we've seen it.
dragging a bloody vag across canvas, apparently.
Oh, 100%.
Back to Cyberwatch. Hit that button, Omar.
Nope, we're back.
We don't get to go until you hit that. There it is.
Whoops. So hoping for that.
Up. Can we put the trailer back on?
Oh,
I really
I
like
thought
that.
we'd seen it
I
enough.
really like that trailer.
It's a good trailer.
my bad.
I was excited to see what happened in
I
Snatcher.
will ask you this, Lawrence. You saw a bunch of E3 stuff.
Yeah.
Now that you've had some time for it to sit, is Cyberpunk still the best thing you saw there, or did something else like steal the show for you?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Adam, because what stole the show was shortly after when I was going to an indie games party, and there was a tent set up on a deck on the second floor of this building. The party was on the roof, but I barely made it there because there was a coven of hippies next to, and it was all like Maharishid out. There was like, anyway, there were these reclining pads that had dudes laying down with VR helmets on, and then a microphone shoved right into their mouth. So it looked like they were jacked in. like totally jacked in. So I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And they're like, oh, it's, what was it called? It was part of a trio of VR experiences. One was called Microdose, aptly, I think. And then there was, shit, I'm blanking on it.
Really memorable. You don't remember the name.
I mean, I was thinking about other stuff.
Good marketing.
I mean, I imagine the imagery is pretty cool to see people just stoned out of their minds in VR.
Quite literally. So they were like, come in, brother, basically. They didn't quite say that. but,
Okay.
like, have some tea. So they poured me like one of those tiny ass little cups of tea. I drank it. They're like, welcome to whatever VR, Sound Shapes or something like that. Soundspace? Might be Soundspace. They're like, it's a VR experience that simulates a psychedelic event. I'm like, yes, let's do this. So they slapped the VR helmet on me. They handed me a vape pen. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
They give you weed?
Yeah.
I guess legally you're allowed to, yeah.
Took some hefty ass hits, and then they put me in there. So the microphone is so you basically like meditatively ohm, and while you're ohming, the fucking
This is the video game journalism.
the frequency and length and intensity of your ohm determines the experience you get or whatever. So I started up climbing up this tree, right? And I go into the galaxy, literally into the
So
galaxy.
you weren't controlling this.
Sort of, with my ohms, Bruce, my spirit.
No, you
How
weren't.
long did this take?
I don't know. They thought I was asleep at some point.
And your wallet was gone when you came out.
a lot was gone,
yeah, your
including my.
You see my kidney?
Telling you, Salvia
know
will
what?
do this. You can do this in the privacy of your own home. You don't need VR.
That costs money. I already have VR. $800 of VR, $800 of Salvia. Which one's going to run out
You
first?
don't need $800 of salvia.
Yeah, it's like
you
$10.
need $2.50 worth of salvia to equate to that experience
Is that cheap?
you had.
Shit.
But you don't lose any brain cells, I
Well,
guess.
you might lose more. Yeah.
Anyway, I
Yeah.
chased a star, and there were like spirographs and like a dissonant choir of angels singing at me.
Does it seem disingenuous though, since this is they were running
simulation.
hallucinations?
Yeah.
That to me seems disingenuous.
I would agree.
That is not true meditation.
agree.
Meditation is the ability to take yourself in your own mind somewhere without using your senses.
It's actually
That's the whole
opposite.
point.
You did the opposite.
It's the opposite of meditation.
I guess you could.
It's false.
They might argue that it's like a baby step. This is
like you're
how,
trying to get yourself into that world, man.
But if you're relying on your senses, that goes against the idea of mindfulness.
I'm not a.
The whole idea is to turn everything off.
All I know is
March in there and
that
tell
I
me
drank a lot of
bullshit.
free tea,
you got high.
got super high, and then watched some sparkles, and that was great.
They had a similar thing.
Oh, I forgot. You're also on a vibration bed, so it like rumbles.
These are all senses. This is what you're not supposed to be doing in meditation.
No, it's everything. And headphones, like they assault every sense
Yeah.
you have.
Might as well just get that fuck machine while you're watching VR and just have it
a
fuck you.
Sibian? Oh.
No, that the thing that pummels your.
What about?
pelvis.
What do you guys think about this? It's that same experience, except there's a fleshlight. The fleshlight is really tight,
Ooh.
and they're trying to fuck you, but they're showing you terrible things to try and keep you from coming.
That's got to be that's a game, right?
Clockwork
don't know.
Orange?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
trying,
it's like-
so it's physical stimulation of sex.
Yeah, I'm in.
But
But you're trying not to come.
but it's like it's
The game's
things that
called
you
Try
don't
Not to
want to
Come.
see, or it doesn't have to be like graphic. It's not necessarily violent or sadistic, but it would just be like
a picture of an old woman.
Oh, I was thinking like
she's
gay
just waiting
porn.
for the bus.
Oh, huh.
She's just waiting for the bus, or there's like two puppies playing.
Well,
Like
then you
things
could
that
just-
shouldn't trigger sexual.
Then if you play it enough,
Yeah,
you're
they'll
fucked.
associate it.
Then when you
win.
see two puppies playing, you're like,
Or there's a woman across the street at the bus stop, and you're like,
Do the,
Can't
do it.
sorry, Adam, I interrupted you. What were you saying?
I know you were.
That was the E3 question.
If we want to go back, did you see any game? Because we're spending an hour talking about Cyberpunk.
Sure.
And whatever this magic bed VR thing you did.
I
Was there anything that was like was even close to what you saw for Cyberpunk, or did it just completely steal the show?
Well, so it's interesting to bring that up. Cyberpunk, what I saw, a lot of it is in other games already.
Okay.
But they haven't been combined to the magnitude that CD Projekt Red is claiming that this game will have. So it's like you could see a demo for Grand Theft Auto 5 before it came out and be like, yeah, that looks like Grand Theft Auto. And it looks like the biggest Grand Theft Auto ever. It's not, like I respect what they're trying to do, and I think they'll actually be able to do it, which to me is the big twist. But I think I know the game, and I really want to play it, but I know it. And that's kind of one of the side effects of playing games for 30 years. It gets harder to be surprised.
Right.
Which is why going into a hippie tent and drinking a lot of tea and sitting on a rumble bed and looking at spirographs flash around was
Right.
kind of unique.
I mean, you've said that before, though, where like video games are video games. You go in, you shoot things, you get numbers, and that's it.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
like that, and that's what a video game typically is.
But I think it boils down to choice, like player choice, and how meaningful those choices are. Something like other action RPGs like Fallout 4 actually doesn't offer that much choice.
Yeah.
It's all illusionary choice because rewarding choice takes time and effort and man hours and all that stuff, and you got to cut corners somewhere because you only have so much money and so many days on this planet to make a thing. But it seems like CD Projekt they're really trying to bash it down. I think a lot of other people have tried algorithmic shortcuts. So like No Man's Sky is like, we invented a universe. You did, but there's not actually that much to do because you have to create things. It has to be
You're limited by resources and time.
And Joseph Gordon-Levitt's website didn't load.
Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, it went
crashed
down.
right away.
I mean, it's good, get a lot of traffic, but it crashed pretty much.
Those
right
Amazon servers, man. You can't.
Well, I can tell you, Lawrence, that I did manage to get my hands on a great thing at E3, Jump Force. It's the one thing I played
It was the one thing
in
James
all of
played.
E3.
I watched him play it.
And the demo was
God.
45 seconds.
Ooh.
And what did
gameplay?
I say? I turned around after I put down the controller and I took off the headphones and I turned to you guys and I said, these games are always garbage.
Yes, that was your official review.
Yeah.
Because there were two people before you. They looked upset too.
Yep.
Nobody was having
And
fun.
everyone is so unhappy
Yeah.
IGN's
in
got
the
me.
line.
Thanks,
No.
Max.
It's
What's that?
Max Scoville.
These
I got like
games,
3 nested YouTube players running
Oh,
around.
I
these
see.
games are just not fun.
Oh, this is
Well, it's unfortunate because we saw the trailer for this, and they were like, it's a fighting game starring Namco Bandai properties, whatever, and it was like, oh, Goku and Wait, didn't that game already come? You know, and then we're thinking of Dragon Ball
did,
Fighters,
yeah.
and like that game is so good. It's such a beautiful, great looking thing, and then this. They all look like clay sex dolls with like random like Unreal Engine particle effects going off. James spent most of the round just running away from.
I won. I
Yeah.
won as Frieza just running as like a city.
And it timed out.
And it timed out. I said, "You win." That one, I fired one Kamehameha.
That's
but-
Frieza?
No, Goku was also on my team, and at some point they knocked out Goku, and Frieza came in, and I didn't know how to tag back in. And despite the fact that E3 has all these graphs showing all buttons and everything, it said nothing about how to get my character back. But yeah, these are like
So that's the one game James played.
It's the one game I played. These are all like
That's his
the
E3.
Naruto, Shippuden
Oh, this is
games.
This is getting pretty
They'll be fun to play
nested right now.
with babies.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
I mean, that's the idea.
I just remember
People
walking away.
forget.
I remember walking away from it and just being like, who would buy this?
I mean,
Like, would you buy this,
I mean,
Lawrence?
no, because I've played these before. They're not good. People forget that Shonen Jump is for 13-year-old boys. Like, and it's not a bad thing to be an adult and like it, but the products are targeted to kids.
yeah. It just sucks when last year, or like earlier this year, but last E3 they showed off a new game that takes a
Dragon Ball?
property,
Yeah.
but they made a fantastic fucking fighter for beginners, intermediate, and advanced people that are into that sort of thing. That was true, very true to the source material. That it's just like, it's just, I don't know. These games are just make me sad. You just tap one button, and then stuff happens.
Yeah, I don't think we didn't get to really play anything this year, so that's why I was like, Cyberpunk
Yeah.
got my attention, but we went to that like the Xbox showcase and it was just
I really wanted to play Tetris Effect.
it's just lines.
It was packed. I wanted to play Battlefield 5 because I was
Ooh.
curious about that.
It's a weird thing though, where like E3, do you feel like it's sort of lost relevancy because like these are all the games you get to play this winter, or like
yeah.
you know, or some.
It's still fun to play a game early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely for sure. But like, you know, Fallout's coming out. Did they say this year?
Yes.
76, yeah.
November.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, they get the release date. Yeah. So like, Fallout looks cool, but then like, I guess there were a lot of games that they're like, these aren't coming out for a while. So
That's why I'm so excited about this game, because it was like kind of like Legend. Like people had heard about it for years, and then all of a sudden, and like no one got to play it. They just got to watch it, and they came back and were like, "Dude, you
Yeah.
gotta see-" and then like they gave the entire account of it, and that was kind of a unique way to. Like I think Cyberpunk had everything on its side this E3. I don't know about next E3, but
We'll see.
so sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no,
Lawrence.
back to Cyberpunk. Hit that button, Omar.
Cyberwatch.
Yeah, keep it warm.
Wait, hit the Chris
There we
Angel.
go.
Oh.
All right.
There it is. That's what I wanted to see.
So when last we left V, she was on the ground, guns in her face. getting fucked with by Militech. You basically, and it's funny too because I think a lot of video games basically tell you that you can be a badass all the time and there will never be really any consequences for it if you're good enough at shooting people. But I think these are situations where, especially if you're talking to corporations, they can fuck with you and you let them get away with it because they'll just kill you. I think that's the implication. So there were through this dialogue, they're just like pistol whipping her and talking shit to her, and the whole time she's having to like calm them down and basically kneel under boot. You eventually talk them into a compromise. It's like Militech wants to know who's leaking information to this gang this gang that you have to buy the spider bot from. So you convince them to do a compromise. Basically, give me the 50K in credits to buy the spider bot so I don't have to fight them. And then there will be a virus on that chip that will help you track whoever's leaking info. So then we both get what we want. I don't have to shoot anybody and everything's great. So after like whipping your ass, they just throw credits to you and drive off. And then you meet back up with Jackie, and this is where like the quest basically starts. So you go to the gang hideout, and right off the bat, like they just flip out immediately. Like you get escorted through their lair, and you like see all these dudes hanging out, like doing future cyber stuff, being gang members. And it's all tense when you get to meet with like their boss. They just pull guns on you for no reason. Your guy Jackie is like, no, I'm not going to sit down.
These are all
Fuck
like
you.
these are all like kind of like GTA cinematics, right? Where like you're sort of standing in the middle of a room and people are yelling at you, or is it like different camera angles? Like how does it?
I see.
How is it dealing with?
It all plays out from
dialogue?
first person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Does your character have a voice?
yes.
Okay.
Fully voiced. But I think first person might also be one of those things they could lop off a whole lot of, because now I think I said it earlier and I think I was mistaken. I don't think you see yourself during dialogue because it's all first person.
Okay.
So I think they lopped off a lot of facial animation by chopping out the character who's in every conversation.
So it's more like Half-Life?
I was going to say
Yeah,
that's
too.
exactly what it is. Half-Life
yeah.
2, because it's Gordon. He walks around and like, is it sort? Do you have free roam when things are happening? So because Gordon, what used to happen is you walk into a room, things would happen in a room, but you could walk into the other side of the room and fuck with stuff.
They lock you down.
Yeah, as they're talking.
Or you're in a corral basically,
Yeah.
gated. It's like that.
It's what, gated?
Yeah, so there might be a space where you can walk around while other characters are talking. If somebody's talking to you, like it's this sort of thing where it locks you to them, so you can't WASD and move around. If you're in dialogue, you're just in dialogue. So you're staring at them and you're staring at someone else. I think they take camera control away from you.
Yeah.
In this specific circumstance, speaking to that, they were like, sit down on the couch. And you can choose not to, but that would probably make a gunfight break out if you don't. The player chose to, and that's that thing where like, at the end of Half-Life 2, you get locked in that cage and you're just basically being carried through a combine.
Yeah.
So I think,
Being forced to watch a thing.
and yeah, like sitting in the car. I think for specific story beats, they'll find a way to sort of lock your character in place in a way that makes sense. Probably a lot of sitting in chairs. Same with the Ripper Doc thing. Like you had a conversation with the doc, but you're in like this like medical bay getting stabbed and cut apart. So yeah, I think that's how most interactions will go. And then yeah, there will like be moments where you can interrupt dialogue. I think there might. I'm trying to remember. There are definitely moments where you can just like stop the conversation and like pull out a gun, and then combat starts. Because during the negotiation with the gang, like pull gun was always at the bottom. So when they're all freaking out and pointing guns at each other, there's a whole Mexican standoff thing. And they played it pretty cool in the demo. They're like, hey everybody, put your guns down, sit down, let's do this thing. So you talk, they take the money, you get your spider bot, everything seems like it's going okay, and then because it's a video game, a virus explodes, locks all the doors down, and that's when like the main character V takes another hit, slow-mos everything, just like pop, 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 and then time resumes, everyone hits and goes down, and then you're like, fuck. You're just locked in a room, basically. So then it's like you have to escape through this gang hideout, and that's when they start showing all the combat stuff. So they found this one panel, your hacking skill wasn't high enough, so they found this like panel that they could just rip open and then crawl through there. And then they just go through this gang layer demonstrating different weapons and stuff like that. Some of them were super, super cool. You can upgrade your eyes so you can tag enemies and see them through walls. And then there's rifles you can use to shoot through walls, basically.
Nice.
This was super fucking cool. There's an upgrade you get where you can bounce like ricochet bullets off walls. So you know how in other games like Gears, you'll hold a grenade and it'll show you the arc of like exactly where it'll land? This was that with bullets. So you'll aim at the wall and then there's this other line, dotted line, and then like you can like aim it around and when it's gonna hit someone it turns red. So then you can just like plap, plap, plap and like bounce bullets off walls, hit people and they go down.
Real quick, you said it was like numbers pop off them so like headshots are red or whatever, like
Yeah.
crits and stuff. Is it like The Division? Like,
Where you just hit a guy in the head for 5 minutes and
yeah, or someone's just walking and you're going pop, 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 pop until they get to 0? Or is it like Call of Duty where you hit them and they go, ah, or like Wolfenstein where they boom and then they number pops off, but then they're like, oh, run.
It didn't look like it was any more than like 4 or 5 shots to kill anybody. But that is probably how they'll gate you progress-wise, is that there will be a dude with all these implants or whatever, and you'll be shooting him, and it just does 1 damage.
Well,
But I'm just saying in terms of impact and animation.
Oh, I see.
Do they just stand? Because in Division, it always felt like they just stood there and took it until you got them to 0, then they died.
I gotcha.
Whereas in Wolfenstein, you can hit a guy who takes 6 shots, but he'll take 1 and he'll go down, and you think you got him, but he's actually still alive, and he'll roll away and like stuff like that.
That's a really smart question. I think they were very clever about not actually showing that.
Okay.
So they did a lot of like slow-mo and stacking up bullets, so it was like instant deaths. They did some other like open combat where it was like brrrap and you shoot somebody, but like the gun was in the way in shooting, so I couldn't really see like reaction animations. Everyone died pretty fast, which is just like numbers would spray out and they'd go down. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like if you tag someone in the shoulder, they're gonna like and then like go hide behind something, maybe. Yeah, combat AI, they didn't show that off very much. In the intro, when you bust in on this gang hideout, they do all kind of scatter and hide behind stuff. And then it is sort of like you have to flank around them to hit them and stuff like that. But yeah, that's an interesting question.
They ever show like, I think maybe what you're getting at is kind of like the Division as a boss. They have like a mini boss where it's like this guy with basically a bunch of armor. They have to shoot through his armor and eventually he dies. In Wolfenstein or other games, there are like either larger bosses where like you'll throw 7 grenades and eventually the grenades will kill them. Or GTA, they manage it with scale. So like they give you 30 people to kill, and then you got to kill the boss. Like just another guy, but it's 3 shots.
There was a boss fight in the demo.
And was the boss fight like one guy that took a ton of damage, or was it?
It was one guy in like a mech suit.
Okay, there you go.
So yes, but I think Cyberpunk enables them to be pretty video gamey about health bars.
Right.
There was like a weak point in the back. If you went back there and like blew up a fuel tank, it would knock the armor off of him.
That makes sense.
And then once his fleshy bits were exposed, just a pop and he's dead.
Yeah.
But getting his head out was the hard part, and I think that's what it's going to be.
Gotcha.
There'll be dudes with like subdermal plating and shit.
Right.
Where, you can't shoot him.
I see what like James saying though too. It's like if a guy is a level 7, but you put 35 bullets in his head,
He should still be
he
dead.
should probably be dead.
Yeah.
To me, sometimes things where it's very, very MMO like can get boring in action games.
Oh yeah.
You know,
When there's
where
just
it's
a
all
tree at a health
stats.
bar you have to chop down.
And it's all stats, and you're just going at them, but it doesn't feel like you're fighting a human being. It doesn't feel like an actual battle.
It's like the Division they showed. It's like a dude in giant football pads.
Yeah.
He like walks out there, and then you just load bullets into him until it eventually falls off.
Yeah, like you do it and you'd hit him and he goes, "Oh, my arm! You shut up!" But it's like clear that's just because you hit that quarter mark in the life bar that happened, not because you necessarily targeted the arm or whatever. As opposed to say Destiny, where you shoot one of those guys and he trips and falls. He's like, "Ow!" Ow! And then he'll try and run away. You know?
That was oddly one of the things. You guys actually played it in a Let's Play. Binary Domain had one of the best like weird chippy damage systems where like the robots would just basically explode into chunks. And, yeah, you'd blow an arm off and then they'd be crawling around. You blow their gun off and they just try to ram you. I'm hoping for something like that.
Yeah.
Because that stuff makes it feel really correct with all the bullets that are flying around.
Yeah.
Cyparasis, I hope I'm saying your name right, has a question. This is all great and all, Lawrence, but I want to know if there's a hacking minigame. Of course there is.
There better be.
Pipe Dream?
It's not Pipe Dream. They didn't show, like, so hacking is weird. There's typically like a dumb game you play to like pass-fail a skill check, and then you get to like do whatever. And in like Fallout, you have to guess words, and in Bioshock, it's Pipe Dream. To my recollection, they didn't actually show the minigame, but they showed what it looks like when you like pass or you get into a system. And then it is very like Swordfish, like it's glowing cubes that undulate and spin, and you go and dive into subsystems and there's circuitry flying all around it. Yeah. That looked pretty cool. Yeah, right? Lawnmower Man.
I'll say
yeah.
hackers, yeah.
Cool
Virtuosity, guys.
cyber
Nobody said anything.
I mean,
virtuosity.
Because we all agreed.
No, I'm kidding. It's just
how's your wife? Still dead, huh?
Nice one, Russell Crowe.
How's your family?
There was also a smart gun, because there has to be. So they described that as like if you're not so good at shooting.
like the Titanfall gun.
Yeah.
Where
You lock
fire
a target and
the
then you
bullets
save
like
the
do
bullets
this thing
like
and they
curve.
home in on the.
Yeah.
So they said if you're not really into shooting, you can play this game like discussion based, and then and the inevitability that you will have to shoot someone, just keep a smart rifle on you, so you don't have to worry about it so much. But that's when they were described like there are lots of different ways to play, and this is when it gets kind of into to dangerous territory when they're not showing and they're telling.
Yeah, these are
like,
things we want to do.
Yeah. But they describe combat as like you can be like RoboCop, where you just walk down the hallway and shoot everybody, or you can be like a ninja, who dashes all around, clings to walls, and is mostly run on stealth. The reward systems I thought were interesting too, because I'm pretty sure there are experience-based level ups. I think I remember seeing that, but it's a tie between your character level and your street cred. So street cred goes up when you accomplish missions because like talk of you goes around, and then if you get better jackets or gear, that also increases your street cred. So I'm not sure what the primary progression mechanic will be, or even what progression means. If they didn't really talk about an overarching story or anything.
Like, are you getting XP as you're killing guys, and then you level up your, not your augments, but whatever they call them, your gear.
Your implants.
Your implants are.
Yeah.
It didn't. I don't recall. I don't know. It's like getting implants is a money thing. If you have the credits, you can buy it, provided you can access the doctors that will put it in you. So I think it's like it's a street cred thing towards getting those types of upgrades. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how all that ties together.
Like I said, maybe they don't either. They're trying to get the basics in there. They got to build a world. They got to make sure the shooting feels tight or doesn't, depending on what you want to do. It sounds really goddamn ambitious.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so
what they're doing.
It sounds to me like they're making a Grand Theft Auto, but in the Cyberpunk universe, which is awesome.
Grand Theft Auto with stats, with like customization of character, with branching storylines. Because like, so you get your spider bot, you get out, and then you talk to the Militech rep, and your V is like, you fucked me, and she's like, yeah, I did. Tough. Like, they fucked me, so I fuck you, and then everyone except the corp gets fucked. Welcome to Cyberpunk, basically. So that she just takes off like laughing. But you get to keep your spider bot. You just had to kill everyone. So you pass the test, and now the game basically begins. You have your first contract with a fixer, and then who knows where the game goes from there? But yeah, within that bounded quest of like find a spider bot, the way they said it, there were like multiple ways to do it. You can just go right to the hangout, shoot everybody. You can try and negotiate with them. If you didn't meet with the Militech rep and just had the money, there would be no virus, and presumably you could just walk right out.
Yeah.
So who knows? Grand Theft Auto doesn't really do that, and that's a fuckload of work.
Well, I was going to say that this is then kind of a Skyrim Grand Theft Auto combination, hybrid sort of. Do you expect any online mode?
No, they said there would be some kind of online.
But not like a Grand Theft Auto online.
No, I'm going to expect something like, if you get far enough in the game, maybe you can put a contract out on like a generated NPC. It'll be like bad guy that just drops into another player's world. And then if you want, you can go. This is purely theory, by the way.
Yeah.
If I were to make this game and only had so many resources to do it, this is kind of the mechanic that would jump to my mind, is that there's like a hub where you can go take user-generated missions that are essentially go into this part of town at this part of time and find this one NPC. Like Assassin's Creed 4 would like just randomly generate pirate bounties for you to go kill. I'm thinking it's something like that.
Well, CD Projekt Red is like, I guess they're sort of unique in the sense that when they release a game like Witcher 3, they're like, all the DLC is free. What else?
Oh, it wasn't free.
But it wasn't free, yeah. That was the way they made money, right?
Some of the smaller, the expansion content was free.
Would it be the same with Cyberpunk, or are you thinking more of like cosmetic, like changes to character would be the more
How are they going to
microtransaction?
monetize?
How are they
this
going to
game?
monetize the service, basically?
I feel like they're not going to,
yeah,
because
that's kind of what I'm wondering.
there's that
Just gonna try and
pride.
sell a billion copies of the game.
That's probably their goal.
They're bankrolled by Good Old Games, so they have they have a revenue stream that's funding this game, and I think they're not privately owned, or I mean they are privately owned, so I don't think they have to answer to investors really.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm asking.
Let me check.
They're like Polish Valve.
Yeah, and it's interesting because
They're Valve, but they didn't lose their taste for internal development.
Ouch.
they have really
So true,
You're right.
so
they,
true.
they have
Oh, it is public. Huh.
are they
Never
publicly
mind.
traded?
Yeah.
On
Traded as CDR.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Well, they do have to answer to somebody, so.
Yeah.
Investors.
Either way, their business model seems different than most other video games nowadays, and that's kind of why I'm asking. Because are they going to turn it into the GTA Online service, or are they going to just do microtransactions for like, different implants or different hats or whatever.
I know they've pretty much said they'll never do microtransactions.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Content
they'll-
expansion is it.
Yeah, they're kind of old school.
But that's
that way.
also that's like extra development, right? So they have to develop more.
I mean, that's what they did with Blood and Wine for Witcher, which people claim I never got around to it, but they're like, that's pretty much a whole game.
yeah.
Like it's another game on top of what they did. So I
mean,
that's a good model.
The goal for game dev seems to be, not even game dev, but just gaming in general, seems to be have a library of IP that you own that you can monetize, and then also have a service.
Yeah.
So that's what Valve has, right? That's what, if you think about Rockstar, theirs just happens to be one and the same. They have a service, GTA Online, but then they also have IPs. Since they have a service, they have the two pillars. So it is possible that they would just keep one from the other, They don't need to mix and match if they are putting this up here. This took the spot of where GTA's kind of used to go in terms of like big premieres and like social media hype and people being excited and people waiting for this game for 4 years or whatever, longer. Like, it might do well enough that they're like, hey, now we have our IP. We don't need to worry about compromising this in some way because we made $1 billion in one day or whatever it might be just by releasing it. And then we also have a service, which means that we can keep financing these types of games.
Do you guys think though that like the Cyberpunk IP is a little too niche? Like, I know Lawrence likes it. I know I like it. Does the world like it? Because I mean, I would have said the same thing about The Witcher, or asked the same question about The Witcher 10 years ago, but
They built it. It took them years. So and that's kind of what like there's enough hype on the earth, and the I guess the old adage that I've always heard with early adopters is that if you get the early adopters in, you'll get the rest of the world, and it just takes time. And
by Cyberpunk 3.
right, exactly.
Gotcha.
Well, Witcher also, there was a dark fantasy kick. Like Game of Thrones sort of played into that, I think.
That's true.
But
But Witcher 1 and 2, nobody played.
But
them.
Witcher 2 had hype, I remember, because it
did.
was like people were like, have you seen this game? Like your PC can't run it.
Yeah,
Like you watch out.
But
and
that's
then-
all early adopter talk.
And that's also people that like when the hype is based on the fact that there are barriers to entry,
yeah,
that's the last thing you want.
that's like Crisis.
I wouldn't be surprised if this came out and they're like, it plays on everything.
No, they confirmed current gen console.
So but I'm just saying, like doesn't matter your PC, it's going to play on everything.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you get things. I get what you're saying about is Cyberpunk niche. I mean, Blade Runner 2049 didn't do great in theaters, but I think video games are a different qualification. I think when you can get in it and get a controller and play it, those niche barriers disappear.
I think for the record too, Blade Runner 2049 did well. It didn't do whatever, Infinity War numbers.
Well, it didn't make its money back. It was a loss.
I keep thinking it did.
No,
I mean,
read
if you count it, I mean, I have no horse in this race because I'm not an investor in the film industry, and like the movie isn't better or worse whether it made its money back. But I think like at least from a production standpoint, and they put way too much money in that movie, expecting a return on it. When I'm like,
But that's how much it costs to make something that requires building an entire world.
And that's probably what I would bet this game is on the scale of that movie. I would bet that this
Probably
game is
beyond
costing somewhere like $250, $300 million.
so I guess then using the Blade Runner 2049 analogy, do you think they're awaiting like CD Projekt Red's probably like anticipating not Witcher numbers? If they're like,
I think it is different. Blade Runner 2049 is a heady movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's deep thoughts, it's slow, it's a downer. Cyberpunk, it's got the GTA appeal when you're like, wait, I can fight and fuck in the future? Like, and that has much more populist appeal. There might be like deep navel gazing, what is humanity type stuff in the game somewhere.
yeah.
Well,
But it's not going to be the first thing you see. You see tit.
there's also a cost value compromise there too. Cyberpunk will be a $60 minimum game with special editions pushing into the hundreds, I'm sure, which is worth 5 to 8 movie tickets depending where you are. So like, it's easy. I think it's easier to get people to adopt games than it is to go to the movies in this day and age.
Really? I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I think it's one of those things where I know there are people who are like, man, I love steampunk. Everyone loves steampunk, and people go, no, steampunk's it's like stupid.
Firefly.
Yeah.
How did
but
Serenity do?
I think it's cool when people use pieces of it, and you go, oh, oh, I see, they went for like a cyberpunk aesthetic, or they went with a steampunk aesthetic for this Guillermo del Toro movie. Cool, but he never goes like, Shape of Water is steampunk, because steampunk's fucking awesome, right, guys? Everyone's like,
Well, I think Adam's like you and we had this conversation a few weeks ago on another podcast actually about Red Dead, where I was like, I wonder if Red Dead will do the numbers that GTA did, and you were like, there's no way. And the more that I thought about it, the more I think you're right.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, I think Cyberpunk may even be more niche than Red Dead, because Red Dead's gonna have a bigger push than Cyberpunk will be. Not by much, but it'll be there.
I'm not saying I want the game to fail in any
not
way,
at all.
because it looks really cool.
Yeah.
I want it to be good. I'm wondering if they're anticipating like not this. I'm hoping they're in it for the long haul, where they're like, first game will come out.
Start a franchise.
Yeah, it'll do Red Dead numbers or whatever, and then they'll like it's good enough to support it and keep going. I think it's also just weird that The Witcher hit, like that it became the success that it was. I didn't think that game
They spent
would
years
have that
building
appeal.
it. They spent years building that franchise.
Yeah.
Well, and it is the Rockstar proposition of it's $60 compared, and the amount of content
Yes,
in it
yeah.
compared to the things surrounding it on the GameStop shelf.
Yep.
It's going to be absurd, and I think that's going to be this game too.
Yeah.
There is stuff. Volume still works in gaming, or at least it used to, which is weird because now people are playing Fortnite, which is pretty flat in terms of just like the amount of things in it.
It's free.
Yeah, it's also free. So, but
Ninja's
yeah,
playing
when you charge any amount of money for a game, it seems like most of that audience is like, how much stuff is in it? And this is a stuff game.
Yeah, you get those crazy people who are like, the $1 to an hour ratio.
Somebody already said that in chat. Yeah.
We gotta do an ad read, right?
Yes, we do.
We're way
Speaking
behind.
of dollars, it's summertime. Got to get your summer look. You got to replace your eyeballs with pre-shaded eyeballs. But when you go inside, you don't want people to see that. You got to look cool in your cyberwear, so you pop on a pair of Movement sunglasses. That's right. Movement is sponsoring this podcast with their summer line of sunglasses. I got these, and they look good. They're called the Stranger, which is my favorite. I wear them when I'm doing that move. So these aren't plastic, which is I usually just get gas station sunglasses, keep them in my car. I'm beyond that now. I'm too good for it.
Look at his face.
They're acetate. You can also get them polarized, and they start at just $70. But yeah, no, they look and feel great. Yeah, they're a lot better than gas station quality. They're solid. They feel good. They got like a little cool when you put them on, so it's just like it's like a sea breeze every time. And if you've checked out Movement before, probably for watches, because they've sponsored our podcast a lot for that, you should check them out for sunglasses, because they have a lot. And if you even looked at them for sunglasses before, they put up different lines all the time. Typically, whenever they run an ad, I'll just go and check out their website, and every other time, like every 2 or 3 months, they'll just have an entirely new line of products up. So if you bought from them before, or maybe looked and didn't see something you liked, I'd recommend you go check it out again. The website's super easy to browse, puts everything in a nice grid pattern. You can check it out, look at the profiles you want, look at the shapes you want. And you can get 15% off. We're offering that to all of our listeners with free shipping and free returns in case the ones you get don't fit your face or look as cyber cool as you want them to. You can get that by going to movement.com/dudesoup. That's mvmt.com/dudesoup for 15% off your order with free shipping and free returns. Thank you, Movement, for the sunglasses and for the sponsorship. Once more, that movement.com/dudesoup. Keep these on now.
I was hoping you would do that's movement.com/dudes.
I should.
I was really hoping you
Gotta
would.
play into the GIF game. I kind of want to keep these on, but it's hard to see everything I need to when I am. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if you guys have any more follow-up questions in chat. If you guys have anything else, didn't see a whole lot in there.
They're probably not going to release this gameplay for a while, right?
I was curious about that. So the demo that they showed was locked up pretty solid. Like I was expecting crashes, I was expecting glitches, 1 or 2, and they were minor from what I saw. So either the game, either it's the what is it, like the housing development from Arrested Development. It's just like a facade in a cardboard box.
Right.
It's possible the entire thing was like rigidly scripted and there's nothing behind it. It really didn't seem like it though. So they could have cut a 50-minute video out of that gameplay and put it up like Rockstar style with just VO and pure gameplay. It's curious that they didn't, and I'm trying to figure out why.
Well, they got Gamescom.
Yeah,
coming up.
Gamescom is going to be the big one. They have to show it there, right?
I mean, I think that they're sort of probably going to do the same thing here, where they do the behind closed doors, and then probably like Merry Christmas. Here's that video that Lauren saw 6 months ago.
To me, they might do well. This company seems very smart. I've always seen them as very, very smart. So I don't know that they want to do the Watch Dogs thing, which is show it 2 years beforehand and be like, check out this game. And everybody flips their shit and goes, whoa, whoa, and then 2 years later, this is nothing like the E3 demo we saw 2 years ago. That's the way this seems to me, because like I was like, why would they put the video up? If everybody sees it, why not put the video up? And this is way better. Somebody telling a story about a video game.
It's more mystique, right?
Than actually watching the trailer.
Maybe. They want the viral marketing to work for them.
Yeah.
I think it is expectation management to a degree. I think if they put the whole thing up, people would dissect it frame by frame. They would like dismantle sentences to derive every last little bit of promise that they could from the trailer, which is not a responsible way to look forward to a physical product.
Yeah.
And this has happened with No Man's Sky. It happened with Watch Dogs. I think CD Projekt is pretty smart about if someone gets overhyped because of this, it's because someone like me overhyped them. And that makes CD Projekt not face the wrath of it. So I think to a degree doing it like this put like a buffer zone between them and their own audience, which is really smart considering how people get about games like this. But yeah, I don't think, did they ever do like an extended gameplay demo for Witcher 3? Because all I can remember is that,
They
They did one. I
we
remember
saw?
seeing one where
me see
someone
here.
went out and fought like a dragon or whatever.
Well, we saw that demo. Did they put that up?
I think they ended
afterwards?
up putting it up later.
When,
Those
though?
posts Gamescom though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that timeline was, and it also like I always thought Witcher was cool, but that also wasn't.
So there was an E3.
It's weird. Cyberpunk. I'm
Gameplay
like,
demo.
if they put anything out, I'm like, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Show me.
E3 2014. I don't know if this is the first time you'd seen this though.
This was, this is a gameplay demo. Interestingly, at the Xbox briefing.
That was another thing I was thinking
Honey
about.
Monster.
This was the one we
I
saw.
remember this one,
This
yeah.
was the one Adam and I saw before they put this at E3.
Remember James getting all mad? There was no like 2 fingers to the ground, even though that does happen later.
There was I thought that was pretty interesting that they chose to show the Cyberpunk trailer at the Xbox press conference. That was kind of ballsy.
Well, Microsoft is technically PC as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying there was a PC showcase, the one we saw, which is I know it's
They
not as
never
big.
show it.
wanted an audience.
Well, it's also a tit for tat kind of thing. Yeah, they wanted an audience. They'd be doing PC Gaming Show a huge favor if they debuted there. Microsoft's the better partner to give a handshake to.
Didn't Witcher 2 get ported to Xbox 360 first?
Yeah.
I think so there's a relationship there. That makes sense. Okay. I thought that was curious. That's all.
It's super curious, and I think you can read into that. Oh yeah, the Griffin Hunt. I remember now.
This is the thing we saw, for like almost frame for frame.
Yeah.
Because I remember watching this, being like, "Oh, this is the thing we saw."
Yeah.
So yeah, it's maybe that gameplay demo will show up in its entirety at next year's E3.
Oh.
But by then,
What
like,
was
as
the
a stage demo?
timeline difference there?
Well,
When
so
was
then
the
we saw that at
Gamescom?
Gamescom. So that's almost a year.
Wow. Same demo? Man.
Yeah.
And I think I don't see them announcing a release date for Cyberpunk until they're like 100% sure, and it's going to be like holiday 2020, something like that. That's my call. That's what I think. But
I think they're going to say holiday 2019 delayed to mid 2020.
Gotcha.
I mean, that would make it exactly like Witcher 3, and that I don't think that's necessarily a justification. But I think CD Projekt was probably going to get like, what would come out in 2019? I guess we don't know yet. But like CD Projekt could own that holiday if they wanted to, but holiday sales aren't as important as they used to be.
yeah, they are not going to put out a broken product though. That's the
Yeah.
thing. And they're going to put out something that has hundreds of hours of content because that's just what they do. Have you actually seen those the No Clip documentary they did for the Witcher stuff? You see those guys kill themselves, and it's like it is very much a passion project for them. So like they get a ton of respect from me for the stuff that they're doing. But I know that's going to result in a lot of people being like, "But I want it now."
Yeah.
Like,
That's the thing that it does deserve special mention. Witcher 3 came out and there were some bugs like Roach would get on top of a house or whatever.
Sure.
But those are cute.
Skyrim, that's a feature.
Yeah, Skyrim crashed a lot and like was bugged to the point where you couldn't complete quests. Like Stephanie started playing Fallout 4 again, and on Xbox that shit still crashes, just hard crashes occasionally. So they get credit, I think, for releasing a game with the breadth and openness of Witcher 3, while it still technically hangs together well and is balanced and can be played all the way through. And yeah, for something like Cyberpunk, it's going to be an ordeal. Oh, Ryder, Cyberpunk has been in dev for well over 2 years. It was announced, like they did their announcement trailer in 2013.
I think that was just that they got the IP though.
I think it was.
Right.
I think it was in dev before that.
I think.
Well, I mean, even if you get an IP, that's still way too early to tell the world you're making something out of it. I think you have to be well into dev and like committed to it to tell the world, yes, this is coming. We are totally making it.
I just assumed they were very excited.
It's possible. But yeah, people would hold them accountable if they announced it 2013 and then you never heard from it again.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So yeah, really interesting stuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, I got a hard netting for you guys. Oh yeah, that guy's still dying. Whoop. Dang it. What's going on with?
We want to see Snatcher?
Yeah.
Back to Snatcher?
That's what the kids want.
They can't wait for more Snatcher. Hold on, I gotta pull my doc back up. I've always been curious. This is totally irrelevant to everything. But when you're Control W, like closing tabs, how does Chrome know which one is the next one it's going to put focus onto? Yeah.
We should write Google.
Google, tell me.
We should
Dear Google.
Email Dr. Google.
I had a question, and never mind.
And they said, sure, we'll put that right over here.
They put it around the trash.
Yeah, right next to
spam.
Google Wave. Yeah.
You.
Metal Gear.
Oh, there's Metal Gear.
It said Metal Gear.
What? Oh.
I think that's just the name of his character.
Maybe.
That's the name of your character.
Thank you.
If I play Death Stranding, it'll be the first Kojima game I've ever played. Oh wait, no, I played Metal Gear Survive. No, that's not a Kojima game.
No, it's not. Yeah.
So no, I've never played a Kojima game.
Wow.
I think
That's
PT,
impressive.
I played PT. That counts.
occasionally I'll think of things that are like, these are ideas that I think would be great, but no one else would find interesting. And one is like Bruce at Gunpoint, where I make him play a game. Like Kingdom Hearts was the first one we tried way back when.
It was fun.
I want to make you play Metal Gear Solid 4. Oof. Because you'd have fun for the first hour, and then you wouldn't know what the fuck is happening.
I would hate
You'd
it.
know what was happening,
I mean, yeah.
but you wouldn't have played for the last 25 minutes.
Remember when they kept cutting to that girl on the plane who kept trying to cook eggs?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do.
What was that? What was that about? Any of it?
I'm sure if I played it 26
Man.
more times, it would mean something.
The first time I went through that game and all those lady bosses when they broke out of their suits,
the
I was like,
octopuses or whatever.
I was
what are
like,
they?
you didn't do anything wrong, and I was like, I'm gonna trank them. I'm gonna trank them all, and then there'll be an Easter egg, and then no Easter
Nope.
egg.
You're like,
nothing
I
at all.
just spent an extra 45 fucking minutes running around cabins, tranking, buying more tranks, tranking, buying more tranks.
You sound
That
like
bird
Bill
lady was
Cosby. Timely. Thanks,
Got
man.
him.
Nice job, Adam.
Hey.
Yeah, remember when you were in
drugs
a
women.
bell tower in London and there was
Yeah.
like a hawk lady shooting missiles at you?
What were they called? Why
The Buxom Beauties or something like
That's
that?
some weird name.
You're right. I should play Metal Gear
You
Solid.
should, dude.
I don't know.
I wanna-
It's been so long. I played it once.
I want you to play it so
I mean,
bad.
honestly, if you played it and you just walked away or did something else when those cutscenes roll, you probably would be like, yeah, it was fun. The problem is when you finish it,
know about that.
when you think you finished the last gameplay element of the game at 11:45 at night, and then you're still sitting on your couch at 2:30 in the morning as the credits
yeah.
continue to roll.
Yeah.
Well, there was the whole like post sequence too of them in the graveyard, and it was like trying to hang up on your grandfather.
Meryl's getting married.
Everything
Well, it's like he
happens.
just stuck his gun in his mouth for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Do something!
But then it's like, just kidding, I'm back. And then-
boss is back.
Yeah, boss comes back and
And then he like collapses on the ground. He's like, well, wait, Snake, 2 more things.
Yeah.
When you
Ah,
played
hold
the
on.
game, it was fun. I just didn't feel like I played that much.
Yeah, I
Or
understand.
that often.
Versex got it. The Beauty and the Beast unit.
Is that what
Oh,
they were really
yeah,
called?
Yeah, but wait, what were the?
Because they were
Beauty
each
and
they were
Beasts.
beauties and beasts.
Okay.
Because they would like one of them was like a cat and one was a bird.
I just remember one like gets on mounts you like on a bed.
There's an octopus.
It was weird.
That was I
remember that one.
That sounds hot. I want to play it.
But they're all wearing like weird. It's all very like
They're
S&M.
actual models, so
It was-
you
it
can
was
Google
like-
them later
yeah.
and then see them naked.
It was.
It's like quiet.
So that's good. Yeah.
They were all wearing latex suits and stuff.
It all started somewhere.
Wait,
Now,
there we
now you
go.
can see Norman Reedus naked.
That was auto-populated.
Vampires there.
They knew exactly where I was going. With
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
that was a weird character.
Why is that image so small?
I thought we were gonna do a.
got hard
This
net.
is hard netting.
Load.
If you could bang any of the beauty beasts, which would you bang?
The Hawk Lady.
Raging
Because then
Dawn?
I wouldn't have to pay for
Raging
gas.
Raven. My bad. Yeah, here we go.
Wait, her name was Raging Raven?
Yep. Hold
Oh
on,
boy.
Oh, there's their real.
Get
the
this.
real
Those
Sound
models.
like Power Rangers.
Fuck me. Hold on.
Man, the-
Google image search changed, so now it's.
The bosses in Snake Eater
tough.
were pretty awesome. I like them.
Yeah,
There's the
except
Cosmonaut.
Except that
Fury.
Pretty
Yeah.
there they are.
That's it.
Yeah. What do you think they look like now?
Octa Queen.
Weird.
Dog lady.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah, Dog Lady was the new Sniper Wolf. Like you fought her in the exact same place in the exact same way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I do remember the Shadow Moses part being pretty cool. And then Metal Gear Rex fights Metal Gear Ray.
The
some
robot
pretty-
fight was cool.
The fight with what's his face?
Why are we
The
talking
other-
about this?
The Otacon. No, who's the cowboy? Ocelot.
Oh, yeah.
The fight at the end was pretty sweet because
Oh, yeah.
the theme music and the life bars change.
You fight through all the Metal Gear games. Turns out Ocelot
It
was
is
like
fun.
the most important character of all. He was actually he was working with the Patriots to defeat them,
So confused.
and the arm took over his body.
Let's do some hard netting.
That's why you walked away.
Yeah, like we count.
Thank you, Omar. Boy, you're a hair trigger on that. on that
He's
one.
bored of it too.
Sorry.
He's trying to get us there.
All right, current reigning champion. If wishers were horses. Yeah, this is the #1 destination to human equine shapeshifting.
It's changing.
Yeah, the GIF.
Have you
up
seen
there
this,
kinda
James?
tells the
No.
story. Yeah,
That's great.
James.
Show him some gifts.
All right, sure. There's a. Well, it can get a little network safe.
Yeah, please
so-
don't. No, I don't want to have to blur up.
Sorry,
He
Omar.
doesn't want to blur it.
Myth and folklore. That seems safe.
show him some.
There we go.
Show him something.
Donkey cabbage.
Donkey cabbage.
Left.
Oh yeah, look at that. There we go.
Poor Omar.
Oh well, that's a lot
From
of.
the collected folklore of Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm comes a tale sometime known as the magic. Ugh. Show him a GIF.
Yeah.
Just one, Omar. Just one.
Okay.
Okay.
Just real quick. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We have to show hard
Are they
netting.
all sexual, or is it just a couple of them are sexual?
Most of them are.
None of them are sexual. They just happen to have some nudity.
I mean,
Make that very
it's a
clear.
lifestyle.
Methods and advice. I can't remember where all the pictures were.
Science, surgery, DNA manipulation.
All the reasons for becoming a horse.
Can you give me a
gosh.
quick? What's the log line for this?
People
I have
want
not
to
ever been a horse. Oh, sorry.
people want to become a horse.
So this is for people who
This is a
want to
website for
be
people
horses.
who want to be horses.
So they fantasize about it here.
Bingo.
They
Got
talk
it.
about the reality of becoming a horse here. Stories? Why? Nothing. Wait.
Is it in the
Artwork? Probably. There's got to be a lot of. Yeah. Let's look at some.
It's gonna be a lot of smut
Okay,
over here.
yes.
Stablemates. Oh, the
Provided-
donkey room. That's where I'd be.
that's good, that's
Oh,
good.
we're
It's
close.
okay,
Adam,
it's
stay
all
there.
right, it's okay.
Don't move your head, Adam.
I'm trying to hide it perfectly.
Don't move your head.
No, there's no. I think
You can't see anything there. Don't worry about
it's
that.
fine.
Okay. Am I good?
You could scroll a little bit up. Adam's head is large enough.
I don't think I
Hey.
can scroll at all.
Adam's head is large enough, so I could see.
I'm not a gymnast.
So I could
Okay.
see.
Adam, don't move.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you should scroll back. Scroll back. Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay.
That's great.
Can you close the tab?
Yeah, here. Let me go back there. Yeah, you got veins popping out, buddy.
So now you know
All right.
Thank you.
that it was a horse in a female spread-legged position with
Pulling
With
its underwear
panties.
out of the way.
Yeah.
pulling its panties out of the way because it was a woman that wanted to be a horse. Make sense?
Okay, all right, I'm ready to vote.
One, it is.
We haven't seen another one.
Oh, there's another one?
I mean, it's anything going up against if wishers were horses is going to be a soft volley, but I'll try. I'm trying my best here. So,
wasn't soft about that picture.
so this is Nikki Crush, which I think is Nike Crush, if we were to pronounce it that way. It kind of tells the tale. She,
Oh, I've seen these before.
Yeah,
there are plenty of YouTube channels dedicated to this.
yeah.
But
yeah,
she does it
there
at
are.
Nikes.
Oh, is this
So,
gonna hurt? Is this gonna
for
hurt
the-
Omar?
That's for the Omar demographic.
No, but Omar doesn't want to see these shoes being worn or used.
Well,
They belong in a museum.
This is a fetish, though.
I mean, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Watching women step on things.
you don't know that it's a
100%.
woman. It's probably a woman.
It's
Nikki.
Like definitely.
Nike. It's a high,
Nice. Well,
long E. Yeah, that does look kind of like a feminine ankle.
Oh yeah, definitely. 100%.
So, Ron BR versus Pears.
6.5
Those
minutes.
Pears out there. Actually, wait, hold on.
This is a fetish, everybody.
Squish it good.
What's
Oh
wrong
yeah,
with
she
that?
touches it real
Edit
nice.
a little bit.
very old.
See those juices spraying out.
So the idea is it's a specific kind of shoe versus fruit. This is a big investment for this channel.
Omar, is this killing you? Are you dying inside right now looking at this, ruining these beautiful shoes?
Is it a different shoe for every? Oh, Nike Freeze. Elise loves Nike Freeze.
You can't step on that model train
Is
thing.
it? Is
It's
it
a
a
mountain.
is it a different shoe for every video?
There are a lot of different shoes. Yes.
What do
'Cause
the,
that's a big.
what do some of the comments say?
It's a way for them to write this all
Let's
off.
see this
huh?
mountain top.
What did Omar say when he left a comment on one of these videos?
Where'd you get those?
Oh, I'm missing it. Oh.
She's not going to get to the big part.
Oh yeah, you gotta skip.
You got to
it.
skip ahead of that.
Just gotta build up.
There it
There
goes.
it
right
is.
there.
That was it. God bless thumbnails, huh? She's already. Yeah. I guess you got.
All right, here we go. This is where I jerk off. This is where I finish. Oh. There we
And
go.
then you hear a kid walk in. Mom, have you seen my toy Twain mountain thing?
No, honey.
No, Mom's gotta make money.
Very
off of
hot. See, I'm telling you,
That
everybody
free.
loves it.
Right.
See?
Versus
Why never
your
take
you can
shoes
crush.
off? A small frowny face.
Everybody thinks that their bulge is what she wants to step on, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why would she want to step on a dick and balls?
No, it's not that she wants to do it. It's you
Sorry.
want her.
You want her to do it.
It's more about what shoes would she be wearing at the time.
But wouldn't that hurt too?
Animal, Christmas.
I mean,
Oh, there's another
you
Nike
saw the
free.
Black Mirror where the guy
You're
was
right.
like
Yeah, there's a lot of
drilling a hobo and like
vapor
doing him at the same
umbrella.
time or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta give her points for the variety of things that she steps on.
Oh, the rubber shark.
Carrots, rubber
that's
shark.
a killer whale, idiot.
Game Boy, Horses, City Volume 2. Ooh, there's a sequel. Christmas Cake.
Her channel's growing.
Yeah, what is the most viewed video? I'm curious.
It's probably a watermelon.
Good at SEO.
I want to say a fruit. Fruit. Most
But
popular.
what brand of shoe?
Nike.
It's always Nike.
Saucony.
Cake.
Oh, cake! I should have thought. I should have known it was cake.
So that's the true fetish, right? It's
Cake.
Women doing stuff with
Well,
cakes.
it's like cake farts.
Yeah.
Like I should have known it was cake.
Or like face breading. All kinds of.
face
Now,
breading.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know face bread?
No.
Oh. Yeah. It's a woman who smashes her face into bread. Different kinds of bread, obviously, but
Like a slice or a loaf.
largely a loaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sourdough, French.
Oh my gosh,
I
she's
guess
really,
it's everything.
she's really taking her time on this one.
I've never really seen her do hard crust because I feel like that would be damaging. If you just get like a really dry baguette and you smash your head into it, you can scrape up your face.
It's really hard to emote with your feet. She's doing
though.
it.
Doing a really
lot
good
of feet
job.
acting. Pet it a little bit.
like a puppeteer. Just
Zoom ahead. All right, skip ahead.
I don't know. The titillation is part of the experience.
now here's the. Is it a lava cake?
I don't have 3 minutes.
Oh, she stepped on part of it. I like it when you play in reverse. It looks like she's summoning cake from the ground with her feet. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Is this what you plan to do today? You want to get off to this with me later?
Nah, I like naked women.
All right, who are you voting for?
Yeah, let's pass it around the table, James.
This is really tough. These are two really good candidates.
Oh, there you go, big.
I'm gonna go Nikki Crush.
Oh.
Just because maybe it has something to do with the fact that I didn't get to see all the not safe for work imagery and all the extra work that went into these transformations.
Oh, that they're amazing.
Yeah, I bet they are. So
amazing.
I understand if people are gonna tweet at me or message me and say I was wrong, but I just didn't see the full picture, and I think I got a pretty good idea of the full picture here, and I appreciate the work that she's putting into that, pretending to be a woman and step on things.
Adam?
I cleaned my bathroom this weekend, and I know the amount of work it takes to clean out tile like that. So
It does take a lot.
yeah, I appreciate the effort, and I'm gonna vote for this new foot fetish I'm into.
I'm holding strong for the horses.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, horses all the way.
Well, it was a split decision. Dang. Nikki Crush takes it. Incredible. I thought we'd be in horse territory for quite a while.
I'm disappointed because this has been a fetish for years and years and years on YouTube.
Yeah, but not with
think-
Nikes.
I just think, sometimes there's a shining example here, and we were just complimenting all the footwork and the prep.
I know, but we didn't get to see any of the things on that horse website.
I mean, I understand, and I
You
think
go back-
I
go
think
back
that
and
may be
watch.
part of a problem with the segment, but you have to understand where I'm coming from. Also, if you look at the video history, just in terms of upload, it's a lot of Pumas. And then once you saw that the site was getting traction,
making money?
she started putting the money from the channel back into the content, which is very important.
Yo, is it gonna pop?
Eventually.
Oh, shit.
I doubt it.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's a 7-minute video. Hold on. I wanna see. Oh!
Oh, she's
7
wearing
minutes.
Oh!
she's wearing cleats though, so
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
She's getting in there. Oh, God. I have a heart.
Yeah,
that poor
that's
shark.
Killer whale.
That's a
Oh.
South Asian boy. Definitely. Definitely.
Spinning around. Those padded socks.
All right.
I
Everything's
just wish
right.
that camera just pan up just a little bit, just so I
Yeah.
could see who it is.
It's the mystery. I don't want to know.
It's like an Aphex Twin.
Jeez. All right. So to close the show out, we got one last sponsor to tell you guys about, and it's Blue Apron. Blue Apron, if you don't know, if perhaps this is the first podcast you've ever listened to in your life, is a service that will send you recipes by mail, and they'll pre-packaged, pre-measure all of the ingredients. So all you have to do is combine them in the manner in which the recipe cards tell you to, and you got yourself some nice piping hot meals, freshly cooked. They got a new promotion. They're partnering with best-selling cookbook author Chrissy Teigen to bring you some of her favorite recipes to make at home. So you can get ready for 6 weeks of wildly fun, flavorful cooking featuring recipes like garlic and soy glazed shrimp with charred broccoli and hot green pepper sauce, and sesame chicken noodles with bok choy. Since Blue Apron has sponsored this show a lot, I got to dive in deep. It's time for Cooking with Lawrence.
Oh boy. Do you
And-
have a header for that?
Not yet. I don't. Hey, if they want a specialty dude soup stinger, they got to pay for it. But I come to you, all of you, a humble man.
Oh jeez.
I have been king of Cooking with Lawrence for a long time, doling out my tips, my top of the line advice, and now I have to admit that I need to ask for some help. I'm sorry to do that.
You can't ask me. I don't know anything about cooking.
All right, Adam or
Sure, what do you need help with? I'm here to help.
So,
Knives cut.
oh, I didn't know that.
Preheating is a myth.
Okay, those are good. Not quite where I was going. I have a searing problem. No problem with searing. Hold on. Except there are a lot of recipes in Blue Apron that will have you cook meat in a pan, remove the meat, and then use the fond, like the little meaty bits stuck to the pan.
Yeah.
You deglaze with like some kind of liquid to pull it all off the pan. You mix it with something else.
I know, right?
Yeah, Bruce knows about it. Here's my problem. When you sear, you cook at super high temperatures and you just like hit the outsides. But then the meaty bits burn, basically, since the temperature's high. They turn black because you're having to cook for a long time or something like that. So then if I use the fond later, all the little meaty bits are already burned and I get like a really kind of smoky, burny flavor, which I'm not super hot on. So how do I sear meat in a pan without burning all the little meat dribblings?
I mean, I think it sounds to me like you're searing it too long. I am not a chef, but I would wager that you're not letting the pan get hot enough and then the oil in the pan hot enough before you want that to reach maximum heat. So that way all you need to do is and then turn it and then you sear the sides that you need to and then get it out. Because if it's sitting there, then it's heating up slowly and that gives it more time for all those bits that fall off on the side to sit there as they slowly get hotter and then ultimately dehydrate and start to burn, right? That would be my guess.
It's a good guess.
A wrong one though.
Maybe it should be hotter because I did it with steak and the steak was actually cooked very well. It was super rare, delicious. But even still, with the shorter cook time, because I even took like 2 minutes off the cook time because I liked it rare, and I've been experimenting with meat prep because I typically overcook meat. Came out just like I want, except Bruce knows about it. Yeah. Except the fond was black by the time I mixed it with the next thing. Didn't look right.
Do you keep it on high heat? Like, do you just leave the fond sitting in there under the same heat that you seared the meat?
Well, I take the meat out and then I immediately put in the next thing. So it's not. There was never a time where it was sitting without stuff. It's like while the meat's in the pan searing, the stuff around it is also burning. So I don't know how to deal with that. Make sure the meat is dry at room temperature. Says Mini Man in chat. I'm pretty sure it was both of those things. It might have been. It came out of the refrigerator like 20 minutes before. So maybe I need to take the meat out and get it closer to room temperature
That
before
could
I
be
sear
possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can take it out. Also make sure it's patted fairly dry. Can't be super wet. Can't be covered in blood.
I gotten pretty. My blood removal technique is pretty on point these days.
Good job.
Yeah, suck it all out.
Yeah.
Pour it on.
Vampire?
Oh, they give you a straw.
Remember those things they used to sell where you could pop onto an orange?
Oh yeah.
And like, pop it on, the first time I did it, I was like,
I know.
it's all meat.
It doesn't work.
Nothing came out except for seeds.
Yeah.
That's the Splatfest right now. Pulp or no pulp. Now we know. Well, anyway, these are the adventures you could go on if you start your Blue Apron journey today. You can do that by going to blueapron.com/soup. You can check out the meals available to you right now and also get your first 3 meals for free by going to blueapron.com/soup. So thank you, Blue Apron, for the sponsorship. And thank you, listener, for joining us for the best holiday of the year, Cyberwatch Day. That's today.
That's today? That's what we're calling it?
There it is. Thank you, Omar.
Yeah, it's
Whatever
June
day
19th.
whatever day this airs. So
Every June
Thursday?
19th.
Thursday, yeah, June 21st.
Oh, sorry, June 20th. What a great day. We'll always
Yes.
remember.
Get it tattooed on your body.
Weird odd number.
Speaking of, I think because Cyberpunk fever is sweeping the nation, I think I finally decided what my first tattoo will be.
That's an actual.
Oh,
yeah.
That's just the flu.
Cyberpunk across my forehead.
That's good.
Across your forehead?
No.
But also backwards so you can read it in the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna take
Good
selfies.
idea.
It looks right.
Looking good.
No, I want to get some kind of like everyone has a heart piece, right? So I want something over the heart that symbolizes that I don't have one, that it's just a cold robot.
Everyone has a
heart
heart piece?
Yeah, people usually get shit tattooed over their
You
heart,
have
right?
something over your heart?
Yeah.
People who
two
get
or three
tattooed.
things actually.
You?
Star David right here.
You're not even Jewish.
Ooh, boy, that's got implication. But yeah, something like that, and then I want like little dumbass circuitry, like just like one coming up the neck and then one down the arm. So it's just a little thing, but there's something else
You
in
look
there.
really cool when you go to apply for a job at Baskin Robbins.
Yeah. Once this whole YouTube thing falls through. Oh,
Yeah. Does not compute. Just give me my ice cream, asshole.
Change is incorrect.
You're supposed to give me the
I
change.
do not have strawberry.
Beep boop, if I could only taste. My concern is that like what looks like circuitry now, like bent lines and little circles,
Yeah, so don't do that.
is not what circuitry is
No,
going to
yeah,
look like.
don't do that. It's
But
gonna
what
be
will it look
outdated.
like in 20 years?
I don't know. Get the
Bruce,
tattoo in 20 years.
Organics. It'll look like
I mean,
organics.
you got to look at the Gecko brothers or whatever, when they got that sweet tribal tattoo that went from their arm up to their neck.
Yeah.
Still cool to this
The
day.
Gecko Brothers. Come on, Bruce.
From Dust Till Dawn.
Jesus Christ. Remember, we're waiting on that follow-up.
I mean, I know Dust Till Dawn, but I don't know the Gecko bro. I don't know
George
characters.
Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, or the Gecko Brothers. Everyone knows that.
The Greco
Swirl
brothers.
odds.
I remember the
Gecko
movie.
Bro-
I've seen the movie, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Remember
the name of the
how realistic it was that Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney would be brothers?
Yeah.
character. Yeah, I know. It's true.
Seth.
Yeah. Handsome man versus foot fetish thing.
Wait, they have Blacklight ink? Boston, in chat. Blacklight ink. That's something you can do apparently.
Can I do a plug?
Yes.
If you're watching this Dude Soup live, or if you're watching it the week of its release, this Sunday, the Sunday that follows,
Oh yes, right.
June 22nd,
That was me.
24th, whatever. June 24th, we're going to be premiering a new live event called Funhaus Games Done Slow.
How dare you?
We're going to be challenging the speedrunners, all the speedrunners at Summer Games Done Quick.
We're calling you out.
Yeah.
Calling them out.
You guys ain't shit.
They have a different runner for every game.
had it too
We
good
don't
for
need
too
that
long.
garbage.
Shit, we got 4 people here.
We have us, and we're going to challenge
Lazy,
all of
yes, they
them
are.
in races. As they're streaming their races, we will also be streaming our races
Neck and neck.
against them,
Easy.
beating their times, not
Easy.
trying,
No problem.
beating their times,
It's not fast at all.
dashing them against the rocks, and also raising money along the way.
Easy.
We're going to be taking any super chat donations or anything like that are in US dollars, and we're going to be keeping track of them, and then ultimately we're going to donate them to the losers.
of SGDQ.
SGDQ after 24 hours of us streaming the whole time.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we're gonna stay away.
We're going to destroy the
But-
speedrunner every
Well,
time.
the
better
thing is,
watch
we're,
out
we're always
every
going to
time.
finish ahead of them, so
Yeah.
we're still trying to decide what we're going to do with that extra time.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Maybe read some chat.
Yeah,
hang
we'll
out.
read some chat. A
Might
lot
play
of
some
fun
games for
interaction.
fun.
Play some
Yeah,
games.
we'll throw in an extra game. Maybe we should. Maybe you guys can pick what the extra game will be. With our extra time will be.
I think we'll be able to watch every single one of the Lord of the Rings extended versions.
With our
all
extra
that
time?
extra time.
I would agree.
Maybe.
God, like
You
Mega
know,
Man, done.
I can't wait for Adam's run of Ninja Gaiden Black.
I will announce that now. I can announce
Oh,
officially the
that's,
first one.
yep.
Adam will be playing Ninja
Easy.
Gaiden Black. They're doing it on normal mode. Adam's going to do it on the hardest difficulty.
didn't agree-
Master.
didn't
He's
agree
going to do it. He's going to do it on Master.
And he has to do it in 2 hours and 20 minutes or less.
Yep.
That's their projected
Yeah, yeah,
time.
yeah.
I
He's
think
gonna-
Adam could do
he's
it in
gonna
90
I don't do
minutes.
projected times. You know why racers don't have rear view mirrors? So you
but
can't
no,
see
we're-
the cars behind.
We are actually going to be streaming for 24 hours. So we hope people
Yeah.
come out and join us. It should be fun.
for a good cause.
Or terrible. Fun or terrible.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun when it's all said and done and we do, big donation.
I'll
or
give another
hopefully-
announcement. I am going to play Cool Spot.
Oh, you calling
Wow.
Cool Spot?
Announcements
called
just don't
Cool
stop.
I had thought that was going to be wait until the very end, but that's going to be
What are you going to call right now? Pick one.
Pizza Pop.
Pizza Pop. That's a big one.
Wow.
Pizza
Is
Pop.
that a game?
Yeah,
what's going
100% that's a
They're just
game.
making words up now.
Pizza Pie's at 2 a.m. or something.
We still have 2 Rocket Knight games up for grabs.
Yep.
Runners will be announced soon.
Lawrence, what do you want to play?
I don't know. Tetris, is that in there?
No.
Damn.
It's not.
Shit.
Pick one on the list.
I don't know what the list
Please
is.
take this seriously.
There's a Sparkster game if you want a Sparkster. No.
You are making no.
What does Elise want?
Well, there's a Legend of Zelda game on there,
Yeah.
Majora's Mask.
James,
Yeah.
I'll ask the question that everyone always asks. Is this going to be on YouTube, RT.com? Where can we
question.
watch this?
We're gonna stream it everywhere.
Okay.
YouTube especially.
YouTube, and then I imagine we'll
Put it on
we'll
RT
also
or-
do it on Rooster Teeth.
Okay. And how? If I can't make it, how can I watch it later?
We could put the VOD up.
Yeah, we'll try and put the VOD up. I
Yeah,
guess
that's
just
easy.
the whole thing
Yeah, that's
afterwards, or we just chunk them out
Oh yeah, we could do it game by game too.
game by game, maybe. But that'll probably go up on roosterteeth.com
Yeah.
because we don't want to spam our channel with a bunch of those because they're gonna be so fast 3-minute videos.
There's gonna. Wait, hold on.
What?
Look at the views you're gonna leave behind.
Views?
With it. Where are they?
52,000?
Well, actually, that's a lot more than I thought.
There's a lot of views.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be like 2,000.
No, but we just don't want to spam the channel because we're gonna be finishing them on the next
So
one.
just move right on.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we may put them up on roosterteeth.com, but for free.
Yeah.
So not for first members, but just for free on
Yeah,
Rooster.
yeah.
Watchable on RT.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I can't wait to destroy those losers from SGDQ.
They think they're so
Yeah.
cool.
They're so good.
Them and their causes.
Keep in mind, they only have to run one game.
We got to do 25.
All
At
of
the
them.
end, we may be picking up 10, 15 games each
That's true.
to get through. So,
We don't get to do it in no fancy hotel lobby.
no.
Herculean. All right, well, yeah, please tune in for that. That's this coming Sunday, June
24th.
Yep.
Through 25th.
And we're starting when they start, right? What is it, 11 a.m.?
10 a.m.
Pacific.
Pacific Coast time is when we'll be starting.
Man, I can't
and
wait.
the last game that we'll be beating them in, I think, ends around 9:50 the following morning.
And then that's a Monday.
It's a Monday morning, yeah.
You get to work.
Well, we'll
No,
go.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, we'll go.
Take a nap.
All right. All right, thanks to everybody for watching Dude Soup this week. If you have any follow-up questions, shoot them to me or anyone else. I usually keep an eye on the comments, keep an eye on Twitter, all that stuff. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Thank you for being a first member if you are, and maybe look into it if you aren't. We're trying to do more cool stuff there, trying to make it worth it. So they got a 7-day free trial. You can check that out at bit.ly/RTFirst. But yeah, thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. And if you're watching live, stay tuned for the Dude Soup post show. I got some fun comments to read this week, so that'll be cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm just like,
I have no idea.
that means there's no dialogue trees, which means a lot of the stats and special don't mean anything unless they get
Why
reconstituted.
wouldn't there be dialogue trees?
Who are you going to talk to?
The
It-
NPCs?
Well, that's the thing. Some people have interpreted Todd's comments to mean every other character is a player.
Oh.
But then, like, let's say you